And yeah, you can see my skulls, dragon
Yeah.
skull and human skull, and then you got some fossils back here. You can't see it very well because for some reason my webcam is being a bitch and not focusing very well.
So
And
you can do everything now. You can do OnlyFans. You can do, um, all
what
sorts
is
of porn.
OnlyFans?
It's porn.
Is it porn?
It's
Is it?
well, it's not inherently porn, but it's porn.
I don't know why, but my camera keeps wanting to defocus and refocus
Oh
and
yeah, that's because
defocus.
you have it on autofocus. Okay, wait. So we are live. So good afternoon, abnormals, and welcome back uh to where did I put? Okay, wait. I still haven't posted on Instagram that we
Are
are.
we? Are
Yeah.
we
Oh
doing
yeah,
a
yeah.
YouTube or?
We're on
Oh,
YouTube. I've
okay.
I've actually been posting all the links and all that stuff. It's this whole thing. So yeah.
Oh,
We are. What do you
all
mean
right.
enter a
Trying to
valid
find.
link? Okay, this is not a valid link. Okay, let's edit that. And I have posted links everywhere. We are um okay, wait. And post to my story. Oh well, we are so in the middle of the social.
I'm out.
Um Okay, so good afternoon, abnormals, and welcome back to the Ministry of Abnormality YouTube live broadcast. I am your host, O Abnormal, and today is Wednesday, June
Wednesday.
14th of 2023. You might be wondering, Wednesday, what is going on here? It's because the university is not in, and normally on Wednesdays, I can't run any errands on Wednesday because Wednesdays, by law, I can't take out my motorcycle. And since we live in the outer butthole of Medellin, we really need our motorcycle to go anywhere of value. So Wednesdays are pretty much days that we are confined to our apartment. So I figured, okay, I don't have class from the university and I can't go out today anyway. So let's move the stream over to Wednesday while, for about a month. So that's why I'm streaming on Wednesday. And since we're streaming on Wednesday, Kat um, cannot betray us anymore. So with us today, we have the luxury of Lady Cat of House
Cattington.
of what?
Cattington.
Cat of
Lady Cat
Cattington?
of Cattington.
Oh, Cat of Cattington. We have actually last month we were watching. Was it last month? We've been watching Downton Abbey, and I just like to imagine that that's like your daily life all the time. That's just you always.
Down
So
Downtown Abbey. Isn't that a period thing?
yeah. It's I it was one of those shows that I always said I would never watch that. And so since Pew has her computer on that side of the office and she has the big screen that faces me, she just watches stuff and she started watching Downton Abbey and I am invested. I'm invested in that shit.
You really
It's
got into it, did you?
it's like yes. It's like you're sitting here working and thinking, "Oh my god, what is this garbage?" And about 10, 20 episodes later, you're thinking, "Oh, I hate that guy. Why?" Like you're all invested in shit. She also I also remember way back when Game of Thrones was happening, I watched up until season 3 and said, not for me." And Pew started watching Game of Thrones, and now we are on season 7, and I am totally invested in that shit. I am oh, little finger, why do you still exist? It's so yeah, it's anyway, yes. So like I said before, I am your host, O Abnormal, and with me is Lady Cat of Cattington. Um Cattington is somewhere in the land of liver
Downton.
pies, liver pies and monarchy. So
Yeah,
that's
steak and kidney pies are really good.
oh, okay. Sorry, kidney pies.
Yeah, steak and kidney.
Now, I'm pretty
Oh,
sure
so
if
good. They're my favorite pie.
I'm pretty sure if I made a pie out of liver, you'd be into it anyway.
Probably liver's pretty good.
It's quite disgusting, actually.
It depends on how you cook it.
Ah, well, I mean, you put enough sugar on shit, I'm sure it'll taste wonderful. But
You don't put sugar on it. You do it with onions.
oh, I didn't know you
It's
ate
savory.
shit with onions. Wait, are we talking about shit or liver?
Liver.
Oh,
Liver
okay.
and
Okay.
onions with bacon. It's actually really good. You do it in a gravy.
That sounds like a huge waste of bacon.
Oh,
You,
it's
you,
lovely.
no, you do realize that we don't have infinite supply of bacon, right? We have to.
Wow.
We don't. No, no. Bacon runs out eventually.
Really?
One yes, one
We
of these
always
days.
grow more.
Well, that doesn't mean it's infinite.
Well, yeah, it does.
Oh,
If you
oh
just
wait,
grow
cat's
more,
volume
then
is low. Yes, wait. Okay, cat volume is low. Okay, so cat,
yes,
please talk to us about
yes.
bacon.
Bacon is delicious,
Okay, that
especially when extra crispy.
that should be that should be perfect. Okay, much better. Okay, great, great. Um, so that no, no. I mean, like if we finish all the bacon in the world and grow more bacon, and then we finish that bacon and grow some more, and then we finish that extra
Well,
bacon,
as long as
we
we
will.
keep growing it.
I don't know. It's. I think it's. I don't think we should waste it on kidney liver thingies.
Well, in all fairness, I haven't cooked that in a very long time.
You do realize that you come from a nation that is not exactly famous for its delectable cuisine.
I come from Scotland, and we have haggis
I, I
and
mean,
Scotch pies.
I can say the exact same statement. I mean, you guys are not exactly famous for your food. Scotland,
Well, yeah, yeah, black
Scotland is
pudding
famous for kilts, redheads,
and
and and
haggis.
and sheep and haggis. Yes, but nobody. I've never. Oh, okay. Wait. My camp. Okay. Yes. Okay. Thanks, Bob. Yes, you are famous for your haggis, but not in a positive way. Like I've never like
Well,
you're never gonna.
you've clearly never had haggis.
Oh no, no, I've never had it, but I've also never seen it on the top 10 list of foods from the world.
Well, did Scotland get a vote? You know, the world kind of misses us out a lot.
That I
It's
don't.
like they'll get the opinion of Britain, and Scotland will be included in that, and it's not really a fair vote.
Don't get me wrong. We want to move to Scotland, but not because
Scotland
of the
is way
food.
better than the rest of Britain.
Yeah, but the food is not the reason we want to move to Scotland.
Well, it should
Um,
be part of the reason. It's good food.
oh well, I'm sure you have perfectly stocked supermarkets and
Well, actually, saying that, because of Brexit, we can't actually get a whole lot of imported food at the moment. So the shelves are not very full at all in the supermarkets.
well, I mean, maybe wait, sorry, okay, uh, so oh, okay, Night Cow is another Brit.
Ah, hi, Night Cow.
Yeah, he's another one. You can never get. I mean, there's never enough of them. You know where there is a lot.
Just like the buses.
No, no. You know what? Oh, Cat is also Scottish. Night Cow.
Yeah,
Um.
I don't sound it,
So
but I am.
yeah. She got rid.
Lost the accent.
She had a Scottishectomy, and she removed her Scottish accent. It was.
I
That's
wish
why
I hadn't.
sometimes she sounds like an android.
Yeah.
She's
Am I
actually an
coming through
AI.
as
She's actually an AI. Yep.
Am I
Uh,
actually coming through as robotic again?
no, no. But since it's the whole AI apocalypse thing, it is fun to kind of speculate that maybe Cat was never actually real. He was always an AI.
Yeah.
Dungeons and Dummies come to Los Angeles instead. We have Haggis, AI Pastor, and Cabeza all in the same. Oh, no, 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 no. Haggis, Al Pastor, and Cabeza all in the same aisle. Hello, Alex. Oh, Alex from Eldritch Works. Well, Kat, allow me to introduce you
Yes.
to Alex from Eldritch Works. Eldritch Works is a company that I've been working with for the past, I would say, month. They make
Oh, cool.
miniatures. Wait,
Hi there,
I'll
Alex from Eldritch Works.
I'll give you a link. I
What kind of miniatures?
um the small kind.
Uh, tabletop miniatures, board game
Yes.
miniatures.
Oh, uh, okay. Wait, I'll just give you a link. I'll just give you. No, I put it in the chat room.
Miniature size miniatures.
Yeah, you know
Ah,
the kind
lovely.
that are not very big. You know,
Ooh, let's have a look. See. Oh, I love that rat man. Knifed
great,
him.
I made it.
Yeah.
I'm glad you like it because I made it.
He looks awesome.
Well, you know, not to toot my own horn, but I am awesome. Um, I
See, I
you know.
missed this. I missed this.
Well, you know. Well, uh, uh, why don't you
Lost for words.
No, 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 no. I was just kind of building a sentence in my head. You like it when, believe me, you want me to think before I speak. It's important.
Okay.
Um, but what I was gonna say was, why don't you tell us? I mean, how long has it been, Kat? How long has it been?
Uh,
It's been quite a while.
it's been what was it, end of March, so 3 months
Wow,
ish,
3 months since we've last
ish,
had
2 to 3 months.
some cat pie.
Yeah, I know. I've been kind of distracted and hermit-like.
Hermit like. Okay, so um
Hmm.
tell catch us up. Catch us up.
Okay, so
So wait, let's start. Okay, so I'm gonna go day by day and you tell me what you did that day. So
day by day.
yes. Wednesday, you know what? To help you out, I'll tell you what day of the week it was. So Wednesday,
Okay.
March 1st. That was a Wednesday.
I was working at Mongoose.
Still in March?
Yeah. Um, it was
It
no,
was a
wait a minute.
rainy
No, it was
day.
end of February, wasn't it?
Yeah. I think you left
I think it
Mongoose
was.
before.
Yeah, it was the end of February. I left Mongoose. So basically, end of February, I left Mongoose Publishing, not by choice. I wasn't fired, but my um, trial period had ended. You have like a 2-year trial period, and they didn't want
Wow,
to keep me on.
you had your period for 2 years? Wow.
Yeah, I was working there for 2 years.
No,
I'd done a
I was
ton of
making a
books.
menstruation joke, but okay.
Oh,
You
right,
had your
okay.
period for two. No, it doesn't work that way. Just
Yeah,
go ahead. So anyway,
it 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 was
March,
it was
whatever.
well done. It was worth a shot.
It was a rainy day.
um. So yeah, I suddenly found myself without a job, and I was going to start writing, and I did because Mongoose actually asked me to write uh, a book for Traveller.
Yes.
Um. So yeah, Alex. Mongoose makes Sea of Thieves, the role playing game. Um. So I started writing, and I
Yes.
actually wrote the whole book, pretty much, that they asked me to write, apart from
Really?
like,
How long did it take you?
yeah, Um, well, I didn't finish it. I
But
literally still have it, and it's like there's only about 10 ship descriptions that I need to write, and I stopped writing it. Um,
okay.
because I was very angry at Mongoose for unjustly letting me go after all the hard work I did. I didn't think it was fair.
Okay.
And I got to the point where um, I'm writing a book for them that they are then going to make hundreds of thousands of pounds off of, and it kind of it made me stall in my writing.
Okay.
So I tried to finish it. I really did. But then eventually I was told that Matt's writing the book instead. So um,
But I mean, this was discussed with you, right? Like it wasn't like
no,
some
no, I heard it through
the
Sandrine.
grapevine. Oh. The
Yeah.
grapevine called your wife. Okay. Um,
Yes. She,
that
she
grapevine.
told me that yeah, she told me that Matt decided to write the book, and so I just decided to stop.
Well, I
Um,
mean, I can see your point. I mean, why would you continue?
yeah. Well, I mean, I couldn't. I hit a wall. I've got the whole book apart from just like a few ship descriptions. And I just slammed straight into a wall because I was so angry. Um, I wasn't not a pleasant person to be around at that point. Um, and I kind of locked myself away as well, which you know, um, not healthy thing to do. Um, and so I've decided to become a streamer instead. However,
And
there's a lot of stuff that needs to be done before I start doing that.
well, I mean, we can talk about that more later if you like. I still need to teach you about OnlyFans though.
Only pants.
actually, actually quite the opposite. I mean, quite. I'm sure there would be an alternate version of OnlyFans called OnlyPants. I'm not sure it would be so successful though, but
What is OnlyFans?
okay, OnlyFans. Okay, OnlyFans is a website where you can uh put up exclusive content that only people that subscribe to your OnlyFans can see.
Right.
This can be any kind of content. You can be a writer that puts up scripts only for. It's kind of like Patreon in that sense.
Okay.
The and most people use it to upload exclusive pics, photos of themselves so that their fans can enjoy that exclusive kind of look into your life.
So nudity and masturbation and things like that.
Well, not necessarily. I mean, it's not by definition that it has to be that, but that is what it's mostly used for.
Right. Do you have
I
an
do I
OnlyFans?
have an OnlyFans? No, no, no. Trust me, I send all my nude pics to you, and that's they are just for you.
Oh,
Uh,
bless. I have set up a patron though.
that, that that is that is definitely not the response that
What's
I would
that?
hope if I send somebody a nude pic of myself. Oh, bless. That would not be. I will have failed in my dickery if ah bless bless his heart. That's not really his heart, but okay. Oh,
I did set up a
bless.
patron.
You did set up a pay. Okay, wait. Before that, Mao, I thought it was 100% porn. No, there's well, I don't know if plenty is the word because it's not like I monitor OnlyFans, but a lot of celebrities have OnlyFans, and it's not like nudity. It's just photos of of, just photos that you're not gonna get anywhere else. Photos of their life and stuff like that, and a lot of OnlyFans girls, I guess would be, I don't know how to define them. There's like a lot of non-nude OnlyFans. They're just like sexy, erotic OnlyFans. And then there's, I mean, there have to be OnlyFans that just have nothing to do with sex at all. Uh, I don't know how successful they are, but anyway, yeah, that's OnlyFans. So,
Hmm.
um, so Kat did not set up an OnlyFans, but she did set up a Patreon, as far as I can
I
hear.
did, but it's literally nothing on it yet. It's
Oh, okay,
it's not been set up properly. It's literally I just reserved the name
okay. And
because I
what is the
wanted
name?
to reserve the name. Tales from the Rift.
Ah, okay. I thought it was gonna be like something like Sassy Cat.
um, I did change my Discord name to Kitty Wampus.
I saw that, yes, and you even explained to me what a kitty wampus is, because a kitty wampus is a thing.
Well, no, Catawampus is a thing.
I
It's
have
sort of
failed.
like a play on words. Yeah.
I have failed. Okay.
But spectacularly.
I was paying attention though when you told me. I was paying attention. Okay. We were at the part of the story where you were basically
Hmm.
isolated and hermit-like.
Yes. So,
Did
I
you
have
get
mentioned it.
did you get several different types of animal growing in your hair, as hermits tend to do?
No, but if I had, I would have adopted them
Oh,
because I
okay.
really want a pet.
I'm not sure that's the pet you want though.
I'm really not picky at the moment.
Well,
I'm at the stage now where I don't think I mind what it is. I really want a pet because I'm
okay.
home now, see, so I can have a pet. I have time for a pet.
Well, I don't know if lice counts as a pet though. I don't think it does.
um,
I'm not the pet
no, probably
police
not.
though.
I'm thinking about a cat,
You
or a
think?
dog, but more likely a cat because they're more independent.
Well, a lot of people get dogs as a good excuse to get more exercise, because with a dog you have to walk the dog, so you'd have to go walk the dog every day.
I don't think that's a good excuse though, because then, you know, what happens when you get fit? It's like, did you get the dog just to get fit, or
I don't think you really understand how getting fit works, Kat, because once you get fit, you have to maintain the fit. It's not like you walk until you're fit and then you can just quit fitness altogether. Like, I'm fit. I don't need to do this anymore. Like, look, I'm gonna, give me 6 months at the gym, I'll get fit, and that's it. I got fit. Fitness was achieved. No, you have to continue walking the dog.
that doesn't sound very healthy.
Walking the dog?
No, getting fit and keeping fit after getting fit.
That
I
doesn't
mean, once
sound
you've achieved
healthy,
it, why would you continue it?
because you have to maintain it.
Yeah, but you can just knock it off your tick list and, be done with it.
Yeah, but then you'd get unfit. So now you have to take it. You have to do it again. You
I
see
don't
this
know.
vicious
Being
cycle.
Yeah, see, that just sounds like a horrible way to live.
Well, that okay. Then I guess a dog is not for you. I guess. Then I guess no dogs.
It's all,
Okay. So
it's this all this exercise business, can't be doing with that. I'm a
okay. So
gamer.
okay. So then yeah. I guess definitely a cat.
Yeah. Something to snuggle, something that is far more independent. Um, well, Mao, I had a hamster a long time ago. Um,
She ate
they're
it.
just really small. I want something that I can, hug.
Then you need a dog. You
Well,
can
you
hug a
can hug a
cat.
cat.
Yeah, but it's not guaranteed. Like, for example,
Every
none of our
cat I've
cats.
ever had, or every cat my parents have ever had, has always been very loving.
Our cats do not like to be hugged. They do not like
Uh,
that shit. They. Which one is the one that's actually that in some parts of the world is illegal to just have one? Is it a hamster or is it a guinea pig? I think it's a
sorry,
guinea
what?
pig. That yeah, like in some parts of the world, you can't have just one guinea pig. You have to have it as a couple because apparently
Hmm.
Hey, that's
you
not the picture. It should be.
what did Sandrine say?
Did you? Yeah, Sandrine says something. Hold on. Baby, come up to the mic. Oh, she said hi.
Oh, okay. Hi, Sandrine. Hope you're feeling better.
He hopes you're feeling better. She's so. She says.
Oh, well, that's later in the story though.
Yes.
So,
What? Where are we?
so calm down, Sandrine. Not your turn yet. Okay, we were in the midst of isolation and
Right.
hermitdom and wanting a pet.
Okay. So, and I've almost, I finished the book. I can't seem to finish the book because I'm angry.
Okay.
We're at that stage. So this is about a
Yes.
month of after leaving Mongoose.
Okay. So we're
And
about March, April.
so my mother was ill. She's had
Yes.
COPD, bronchial asthma, and all kinds of things wrong with her for a very long time. And it gets a lot worse, like a lot worse. And she's currently on, what do they call it? What's that word they call it, babe?
Good.
No, perennial care or something.
End of life care.
Yeah, it's end of life care basically. She's not got
Oh
long.
yeah, that does have a name, but I don't remember it either.
Um, so she's now on that, and so for the past 2 months, I've been kind of visiting her a lot to try and make her final months more comfortable and all that jazz. See her as much as I can, you know?
Yeah, of course.
See, we've gone all sad now. We
Well,
shouldn't.
well, I mean, we're it's part of the story, it's part of the roller coaster. That is cat.
Yeah. Well, it's all bad. There's nothing good.
Well, let's. I mean, okay. So let's just. Okay. So what happens after that?
All right. So that's what I've been doing for the past 2 months. But then Sandrine, do you know how back in was it April? I mean, you might not have experienced it, but Britain was quite cold still, even though it was spring.
I thought Britain was
Um,
always cold, but
and was it April or May? One of those. It was May, was it? It was May. And so I made her a hot water bottle to put in the bed, and she fell asleep with her feet on the hot water bottle, and she ended up with a burn on her big toe. Now that
okay.
it it doesn't sound very bad,
Yeah,
but it
yeah, but
was.
okay. How? Wow. How?
She woke up with her big toe basically just swollen as a big blister.
No. Yes, but how heavy does Sandrine sleep?
Apparently
like,
very.
I would like to think that if while I'm sleeping, Pew tries to burn me, let's say I don't know my dick, um, uh, I would wake up.
Apparently it's a very common burn. People get them all the time and don't realize that they've been burned. Apparently it's one of the most common burns that they get in the burns unit in the hospital. I didn't know that. I didn't even know it was possible to burn yourself on a hot water bottle. Didn't think
Well,
it
I
was
mean,
that hot.
if it's hot enough, but uh, okay. I guess the lesson is don't go to sleep with a hot water bottle or cat.
Yes, take it out of your bed, then jump into bed, and don't leave it in the bed and fall asleep on it. Is basically the rule here.
Okay, these are some good life lessons,
So,
I guess.
so anyway, she went to work with the blister,
Okay.
and when she got home, it looked bad, like infected bad.
Okay.
So I immediately took her to the hospital, and they said, yeah, it's infected and this is not good. And they bandaged it up and they set an appointment with her GP, which is her general practitioner over here. So a day later, we went and got seen by the GP to be prescribed antibiotics and whatnot. Turns out the GP said it's way, way, way worse than what the hospital where we live said it is, and that we need to go to a specialist burns unit, and the closest one is Bristol, which is about like an hour and a half drive from where we are each way.
Okay.
And so we ended up having to rush her to the hospital in Bristol, and they ended up keeping her for a week because it was that bad. And she's working from home at the moment because it's still bad. And I have to redress the wound every other day and look after her, and so yeah, that's not been fun either. And on top of all
It's
that,
intriguing though. I mean, I'll admit it's not. I mean, it's not fun for Sandrine or you,
no,
but
this
but it
it's
is
not over yet.
intriguing though. Okay.
When she was in the hospital, they had to do blood tests and everything, and they found out she had diabetes.
Oh yes, I remember. She told me
So
that burning her foot basically saved her life.
yeah, they wouldn't have found it if she hadn't went in to see about the burn.
Well, I mean, that's as the song says. That's some good in all of this ugly.
Well, she keeps saying that as well, but I don't believe that's good. The fact that she
Well,
has diabetes is bad.
well,
Sorry, pessimist.
well. I mean, you look. You can
I'd
see the
rather she just
glass.
didn't have it.
You can see the glass half full. You can see the glass half empty, or you can acknowledge that the glass is filled with pee. But as far as I understand this story, and assuming it's true,
Yeah.
she already had the diabetes.
Yeah. Yeah, she would have had
So
it. But we wouldn't have
so
known.
exactly. And so the way you would have found out is I don't know, but I'm guessing not good.
No. No, it would
So
have been nastiness, blindness, death. Oh, but oh
and
yeah, she's got blindness happening in one of her eyes because of it.
well, there you go.
So
See, so now we know.
yes.
So the lessons here are don't sleep
Don't
with
fall
water,
asleep.
yeah, with a water bottle, but get yourself checked for diabetes,
Yeah. Yeah,
kids.
definitely.
So there you go. It's and now she's at home with her feet up, with her
Yes.
foot
I'm
up,
looking after her.
and changes to the diet, I assume.
Oh yes, massive changes to the diet. She's getting home cooked food and it's like vegetables all the time. I hate it. It's horrible.
I mean, what can I say there, Cat? Ah, it's vegetables, and I hate it. Well, there comes a time in every adult's life where they have to go, well, guess I'm not eating anything fun anymore. Um,
Yeah.
you know what I've been noticing lately?
What's that?
In my group of friends, I am the oldest one, right? I'm the
Uh-huh.
oldest person in my group of friends. We range from my age, which is 43, to the lowest age in our immediate friends group, which is about 6 people, which is 33, maybe the youngest person in the group, maybe
Well, that's
33,
that's not a
34.
bad. It's only like a 10-year,
I am the only
spectrum.
person in the group. I'm the oldest person in the group and the only person in the group that can still eat like just, whatever I want. Everybody else in the group is like no longer capable of eating,
Hmm.
you know, uh, uh any of the
Enjoy
group
it while it
stuff.
lasts.
Well, I mean, as it is, I already got 10 years on the youngest person in said group that cannot actually eat the way I eat. So, um, it's, I mean, I don't know. Some of us are just,
Gifted.
I mean, I don't want to say I'm gifted, but sure, why not? Gifted.
That's
That
why
works
I
for
said
me.
it for you.
Yeah, yeah. Gifted. That works for me. So yeah, it's a very, very special feeling, to know that you're better than everybody else. And uh blessed. Okay.
Mouse says blessed.
Yeah, blessed. I'm blessed. Uh
Bless.
uh Wait, give me a second. Okay. Give me a minute, everybody here. Okay, I'm gonna send you a message through Discord. Uh,
Umi?
yes. Um. uh, okay. And oh my god, it got hot suddenly.
It is boiling here.
Okay. Wait, let me adjust the fan. Okay. Uh, how you doing? Woo. Okay.
Um,
Okay. Okay. Sorry, I have to. Oh, look! I have a new little light system. Uh,
so
okay. Anyway.
while you do that, I will regale you with further tales.
Okay. Wait. But did we skip stuff to get to Sandrine's toe? Or
Well, I mean that's still ongoing, as is the care for my mother. But I do
oh,
have some positive things
ooh, do tell.
because I don't want to have all of this negativity because this is unhealthy.
Well, if you're saying it just so you don't have everything negative, now I don't know if it's true. It's like
Well, the thing
what?
is that I mean this by far has been the worst year of my entire life, and I've had over 40 years. So this is definitely the worst ever so far, and we're only halfway through the bloody thing. So, but positive things. I intend to start streaming, and I now have all of the kit to do it. I bought myself a Yeti microphone, which I'm using right now, a pop shield, a Stream Deck XL, I've downloaded OBS. I've got a webcam. I've got my new computer, which is running nicely. And I'm ready to start streaming.
I can't believe you bought a stream deck. Like that is
Why? What's wrong?
Because that's some fancy pants shit, cat.
Well, the thing is, do you know how I do the Hutton radio show on Thursdays?
Yes.
Well, they want me to kind of host it, which means I'll be doing all the button pushing and everything for it. And
Did they pay
that
for the stream
definitely
deck?
needs. No, I bought it. I had full intention of getting one anyway.
Well, yeah, it's
But-
such a because it's a very nifty gadget. You know, it's a very, very
Yes.
nifty gadget.
I thought you had a stream deck.
No, I'm not made of money like you. I live
I'm not made of money.
Well, I live a simple and humble life.
Frugal.
Yes. I lead a frugal existence, cat. Oh man, my voice even broke on that one. Yes, I live a rather frugal existence. No.
Uh-huh.
I wanted a stream deck, but since I refocused all my efforts into YouTube and not live streaming, but more making YouTube videos, my future investments when it comes to video production will be more on, for example, well, right now I'm not really missing anything. I mean, this microphone is great.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe
You got
what
a really
I
nice
do need
webcam.
I was about to say maybe what I would improve of my setup would be a better camera.
Really? Because that one's lovely and detailed. You can see the shine.
Well, you can see the shine from a mile away. It's called being bald. Yeah. But no.
It's got that nice sheen to it.
Like a better camera, but it's not necessary right now. Like I don't need it right now. With this webcam, I'm good enough. I actually have my light set up right now. You can see it. Like here we get some. Oh, look at that! Some nice. Let's get some bisexual lighting.
Color.
Yeah, look at that
Bisexual lighting.
right there. Look at that. Then we switch over. I can't have the blue and the pink at the same time, which means that I can be bi, but I can't have them both. Right? I can have them only in turns.
Can't be purple. Can't be purple.
Yeah, I don't know which color corresponds to which in bisexual. I suppose it would be sexist of me if I said that the pink corresponds to female and the blue corresponds to male. That would be very heteronormative, I suppose.
I think the bisexual flag has both pink and blue in it.
No, that's what I mean.
White.
That's what I mean. Like,
don't quote me on that
white?
though, because I really don't follow all the flags.
You know what? Google is our friend. Let's see.
That's a good point.
Bisexual flag. It has 3 colors. It has fuchsia, blue, and in the middle is like a desaturated purple.
Okay.
Okay. You know, I was under the impression, like in my memory, it was just blue and pink, and I just assumed that since flags have meaning, for example, the flag of where I live is green and white, and the green represents the land, and the white I think represents the
sky.
I guess I don't know. The Colombian flag.
If it was sea, it would be blue, wouldn't it?
Yeah, the Colombian flag, for example, which is yellow, red, and blue. The blue represents the ocean. The yellow represents the gold, and the red represents. I think it represents the blood that was spilt by our founding people. So I assumed when in my mind, and this is, by the way, this is very ignorant what I'm about to say, right? Like I'm laying my ignorant out flat here. I assumed that if the bisexual flag was pink and blue, then it was one color for one and one color for the other, and you get both colors, right?
Yeah. Makes sense.
Mao is saying that white represents purity, integrity, obedience. I didn't know that was one of our values. Obedience.
I think that's copy and pasted.
Oh, he
That
definitely
definitely looks copy and pasted.
Oh, he copy pasted it. He did. Mao isn't even from here. Mao, I don't remember where Mao's from, but he's like from buttfuck nowhere. Yeah. Green represents the mountains, hope, abundance, faith,
Abundance.
service, and respect. Whatever. So anyway, I assume that those were the colors of the bisexual flag, and so I can have blue or pink, but I can't have a threesome. I can only have one at a time. So there's like I can have that one or I can have that one, but I can't have them both.
Oh, you got green as well.
Oh, I have all the colors. There's yellow,
But
orange,
you don't have purple.
red. I do have purple. It's just that some colors are
Well,
more
if you had
noticeable.
both blue. Well, the thing is, you said you had blue and you had pink, yeah? And you can't have them both on at the same time. But the point is if you had them both on at the same time, you would look purple.
I'm not sure you're very. I mean, do you know how a threesome works? You don't fuse the two people you're having a threesome with. Like it's not. That's not how it goes. You just have sex with them. You don't. Like
Hi, Pew.
they're saying hello, Pew. She's actually adding an extra light. Actually, Pew has been very much into the whole idea of helping improve. So we have the green screen. We got all those things, but right now I don't really need anything. If I was gonna improve something from my setup, it would be just a better apartment. Just like...
So I'm just about to open my treat. Can you guess what it is?
No. Is it haggis?
Can of Coke. No, it's
Oh,
a can of Coke.
a can of Coke. So
Tangerines not allowed it.
I was about to ask if so now you drink Coke Zero.
When she gets anything, then yes, it's going to be zero or no sugar.
Okay.
But we already had like a crate of cans of Coke in the house before we knew she was diabetic. So now I have to drink more.
That. Yeah, oh, poor you.
Yeah, I know, right?
You poor thing. No, I can't criticize that because if there is one thing I shouldn't drink that I love drinking, it is Coca-Cola. I absolutely love Coca-Cola.
It's really not good for you though. It's like the worst drink out there.
I like to think there's worse.
But not just because of the sugar content, but also because of like the company. It's
it's
a horrible company.
Well, I mean, if I was gonna stop drinking stuff because the company's no good, I wouldn't drink anything at all. Probably not even water. Because
actually, Mal, I've got a bottle of absinthe home here. I love absinthe.
Oh, Mal, she's got you now. You just offended her favorite thing.
It's not my favorite, but I do like it. It's especially if you do it with the whole, properly with the absinthe spoon and the sugar.
Oh,
and
I thought you were gonna say like, especially if you're a Victorian era poet and you're, wallowing in self-pity and misery and existential dread. It just works so much better.
Existential dread.
It just there's no better way.
But going back onto the subject, I set up a Twitch channel. It is bare bones, no art or anything on it yet, or profile picture or anything. But it is what I'm using to. Well, actually, no, we're not watching Twitch. But I set up a YouTube channel as well, so it's.
That's good. That's good.
Actually
That's gonna be the one I'm gonna push you to use.
Okay.
Twitch is not doing very well lately.
I'm gonna use both.
Oh, okay. There's nothing against that. Yeah. No reason not to.
I'm probably gonna probably going to end up streaming it on Twitch live and then uploading it to YouTube.
You can actually stream on both live. I keep saying that I'm gonna do that, but I don't. But I can.
But
and
then
I
you'd
should.
then you'd have to keep track of like 2 chat rooms, separate chat rooms and everything.
It's not like I have thousands of people in the chat room, Kat. And no, I mean there also wouldn't be anything wrong with just saying like, okay, you know, I'm gonna stream on both, but I'll be paying attention to this chat room, not both. That's it.
Mm.
If somebody doesn't like it, they can change where they're watching.
A good point, I guess.
I don't even know how the software works. Like maybe it combines both chat rooms into one. You know,
I
like
don't know.
one-
I'm gonna. My intent was to just stream on Twitch and record it during, record the stream as I streamed it, and then just upload the stream to YouTube.
That can also work. Okay, so wait.
Because I like Twitch. I know you don't.
No. Twitch. No, don't say that, Kat. I like Twitch just fine. I just don't like how it's run.
Right.
You know,
Right.
like it's not run in the best way. So yeah, you know, I wish it was run in a manner that made more sense. And it's also not it's had some policy changes and adjustments that I would have to say I'm not exactly enamored with.
Yeah.
YouTube is no like it's okay, wait. Okay. So YouTube is not exactly, you know, friendly land. But YouTube is big enough that I don't take it personally. Now, don't get me wrong. It's not like I'm here acting as if like Twitch made changes just to just to spite me. Of course not. But when Twitch doesn't really support artists, it's a little bit easier to not take it personally when it's YouTube, because it's like, yeah, you know, this is YouTube. It's shitty for everybody. While on Twitch, it's like, well, I'm a Twitch partner. Why are you guys paying any kind of attention to me at all? How
Speaking of which, I'm
entitled
going to
do
send you.
I sound very entitled, by the way.
I'm going to
Just
send
so
you
you
the
know,
link
I
to my
am
Twitch
self-aware.
channel.
Oh, you can post it in the chat room. Post it in the chat room so everybody else can.
Can I link it in the chat room? All right, hold on.
Of course. And if not, then we just allow it.
There we go. So that's my Twitch channel, and obviously through me commenting in the channel, you can see that that's my YouTube channel. And nothing is set up, but you can subscribe if you like, so that when it is set up, you'll
I think.
you'll be able
Wait,
to.
did you? Oh no, wait! You just posted it on Discord for me, not on. Okay.
I
wait,
posted it in the chat.
You did? I don't see it.
Yeah,
I don't see it. Let's see. I'll post it for
it's
you.
Tales from the Rift.
Well, I posted it because yeah, apparently it swallowed.
It doesn't. See, the thing is that it doesn't like other people posting links.
Yeah, but then it would probably ask to be moderated. It wouldn't necessarily, you know, just swallow the
depends.
whole.
It depends on your OBS settings. If your OBS has got the shield system in place, which it probably has, because that's a new thing, then it would have done it automatically for you.
Sorry.
Because I was figuring that out last night when I was fiddling with it. And it just popped up and said, "Oh, we have this new shield system. Do you want to activate it?" Yes.
And you're using OBS Studio, right?
Yes. But I don't know how to work it properly yet. I'm still learning. But that was one of
Oh,
the things that popped up last night, which is what makes me think it might be up on yours because
oh,
it just
it's not
kind of
complicated.
like
Don't,
it just like
you,
invalidates anytime someone tries to post a link that are not a moderator, then it just kind of doesn't happen.
OBS Studio is not complicated. It's not pretty, which might be a problem for some people. I really don't. I mean, when it comes to that kind of software, I don't care. So yeah, it's not a pretty program, but don't be intimidated by its ugliness. You know, which by the way is very judgmental of you. So don't be intimidated by how ugly it is. It's not its fault.
Yeah.
But it's really not that complicated. OBS. It's just not. It's just not nice
Well,
to look at.
I've never used it. I've never used it.
Yeah.
So
I don't know. You'll get the hang of it right away. The important thing about streaming,
Mhm.
and here's where Papa O with his years and years of streaming experience.
Papa O, really?
Okay, I guess Uncle O. Or just wise old O. I don't know. Something that makes me sound like I know what I'm talking about. Anyway, what I was gonna say is that years and years of streaming have taught me that the most important thing is to just go ahead and do it.
Just do
That
it.
is that. Yep, that is the most important thing.
Well,
Just
that is essentially what I'm going to be doing, but I'm going to be doing Hutton first because basically it's way more complicated than anything I intend to do. And if I can do that, then
wait.
I
What?
should have no problem doing my own stream.
You're gonna do what
Hutton,
first?
Hutton Radio,
Oh, okay.
the thing I do on a
Yeah,
Thursday.
yeah. It's kind of like, oh, so you are doing OnlyFans then?
What's OnlyFans? Oh no, I'm
Oh,
not doing
really?
OnlyFans.
Still, you still haven't been able to learn what OnlyFans is.
Only
Oh,
pants.
Cat, the internet is gonna swallow you whole. I feel sweet summer child.
Yep. I will get
Uh,
used to it.
Of course you will. Okay,
But
so
I don't have any intention of joining OnlyPants.
no OnlyPants for you.
No.
Okay. Well,
No. No pants.
no pants. Okay, well, do realize that there are rules in these places,
Uh-huh.
and you probably will have to wear pants.
Oh, right, yes. Well, I fully intend to wear pants.
You just said no pants.
Not only pants.
So what happens afterwards in your life?
What do you mean?
Well, so you've told us that Sandrine burned her toe, discovered
Yes.
diabetes. Now
Yep.
she's there.
So you
So
say that the way you
Sorry?
said that is discovered diabetes, like it's
well,
a
yeah,
good
yeah.
thing.
Well, I mean, yeah. I mean, isn't that what happened, basically?
No. It's not a good
Uh,
thing. Yeah, so that pretty much brings us up to now because the past 2 months
you
I've
said
been
there was more.
well, no, the past 2 months I've been kind of oh yeah, and I'm sorting out my house.
Okay,
That's a good thing.
well, I assume, but what do we understand by sorting my house? Is this like getting rid of people that
Right.
shouldn't be there? Like finally getting rid of that, family of
So
goblins that lives in the attic?
so Sandrine and I over the past 15 years have been pretty much hoarders, aka, especially with games and books, just keeping them all. And that's been like 15 years. And because we were working so hard on Mongoose, we never got chance to actually sort the house out. So we've got a storage room full of stuff. and lots of other stacks of stuff and boxes of stuff scattered everywhere else. So, because I'm not working anymore, I've actually had time to start going through it.
Are you?
And
Oh wait,
yep,
I'm gonna
and
go with Mao's
fossils.
question. Are you getting rid of fossils?
No, never. Fossils
Have you
are
have you
eternal.
ever thought that maybe have you ever felt that maybe fossils are like an expensive type of garbage?
You
You
take that
know?
back.
Well, no, I'm asking. I don't have any fossils, but it's ba-
I can
a
only,
million years ago, what we can
yeah,
assume was a reptilian, well, a giant chicken,
yeah. But see, I'm getting
pooped.
rid of all the crap so I can make room for fossils.
Oh, okay. So, what is Sandrine's equivalent to fossils? Like you
Books.
love fossil books, okay?
But then we both like books. So, huh. She likes novels. She has a lot of
Okay,
novels.
okay. Of what variety?
Um, Fantasy mostly. I'm more
Oh,
sci-fi, she's more fantasy.
did you know you can read both?
I know, and we do. Both of us
Oh,
do.
oh, okay.
But her
Fancy.
preference is for her preference is for the fantasy. My preference
Ah.
is for the sci-fi.
You sounded so. Her preference is for the fantasy. Them wizards and whatchamacallits.
Dragons,
Ah, yeah, them dragons.
big lizards.
Yeah, and
I
those
can't do an American accent.
no, I can't either. I don't know what accent I'm doing.
It's
I was
American.
gonna I was gonna go with dragons and gay elves, but
Your
but
accent is American.
well,
American.
well, I don't know if I have a New York accent. I don't think I do, but that's where I learned English. So, yeah.
Okay. It's
So
probably a
anyway,
New
you were.
Yorker's accent then. I don't know the difference, see.
I hope
So
it's not a New Yorker's accent though.
all I know is that there's one from the north, which is what you sound like, and then one from the south, which sounds very different.
I like that accent. It's fun, but
I,
sadly, no accent for me. So
but yeah, I mean, so I've been sorting out the house. I've already managed to get a truckload of crap taken away.
is this a literal truck or
Yes,
a
a literal
figurative?
truckload of crap has been evacuated from our domicile.
Okay. And this this reorganization like it's just like you're not rebuilding anything in the house or anything like that, right? Like you're not.
Well, we will be
Ooh,
once we've gutted it out. Once we've got rid of all the crap that we want to get rid of, we're actually converting the storage room into a games room, and
okay,
we're
I
getting
like this.
all new white goods for the kitchen. We're
Wait,
getting
I don't know
the
what that is.
bathroom
White
retiled.
goods.
Yeah, white goods are like the refrigerator, the cooker,
Oh,
the
okay,
microwave, the fridge
okay.
freezer,
I didn't know that.
washing machine.
I did not know that they were called that. White goods.
Um, yeah, the white goods.
Hmm.
So basically, all of the mechanical things you have in the, all of the electric stuff
Yeah.
that you use in the kitchen. So
Okay.
including like washing machine and stuff. Even if you have like a separate laundry room or whatever, it's
Yeah.
still called white goods. Whereas we don't.
Oh.
We just have the washing machine in the kitchen.
We have the washing machine in a little teeny tiny room next to the kitchen where only, well, actually, just the washing machine fits.
Mm.
So, yeah.
And Mal, they're all kitchen appliances basically, but they're just shoved all together into one category called white goods. Um, so yeah, we're getting all new white goods for the kitchen. We're retiling the bathroom. We're probably going to get a new shower for the bathroom as well.
Nice. It would be nice if we would have
Returning.
to have a shower.
Well, we have a shower. It's just not a very good one.
Ah, so stinky showers.
It's not got the pressure there, and it's not very big. You know, we want something more fancy.
Fancy.
Yeah, fancy.
Oh, fancy.
We've already got a new mattress and pillows for the bed. We got the.
I remember that was actually before you betrayed us.
I didn't betray you.
Well, you did get a mattress, so
I did. Yes.
so you see the connection.
And
there.
it's one of those memory foam ones.
Yeah.
It's like the
see?
most. It's like the most expensive one they sell in the shops, and it is glorious. I still love it. It's amazing. I highly recommend them.
You betrayed us for a mattress.
And
So-
pillows. Don't forget the pillows.
And pillows. And are they
Yeah.
also memory pillows?
Yeah, they are.
Yeah, my pillow's a memory pillow with cooling
They also
gel.
have like a special it's like a pillowcase that
Yeah.
goes under your normal pillowcase that is either it keeps you cool in the summer and it keeps you warm in winter.
Oh.
It's like thermal.
I need to put something like a plastic bag in my pillow. Because I'm bald. And the worst part is I'm not even joking. When you're bald, you kind of ew, Mo. just ew.
It's probably you're probably a nighttime drooler, Mal.
When you're bald, as I am, I don't know if you noticed.
I did notice. It's
No, you
it's
did.
very yeah, it's very obvious.
Oh, well, that's a little offensive.
Not in a bad way.
Oh, okay. Well, that's a little racist.
I think it suits you. I think it looks really good.
Oh, yeah. I can see.
Especially with the beard. The beard really makes it pop.
Nah, but I can totally cosplay RoboCop without his helmet on when I shave. So anyway, when you are bald. Oh, hello, Miss Flux. How are you?
I mean, if we got you in like furs and armor, you would be very Viking.
The only thing I can't pull off with Viking is that if I dress up as a Viking, I have to be alone. Nobody can be
Why?
standing because I'm not very tall. Now, I know that historically, actually, Vikings were not that tall. But, you know, people's idealization of Vikings is very, very tall men, which I am not.
Well, that's not entirely true. They were tall for their era because the English called them giants.
Well, but they wouldn't be tall for now, for today.
No, not for now, not today.
Yeah. So if I would be that would be a lot of explaining. People would be like, "Aren't you too short to be a Viking?" And I'd have to be the guy at the party going, "Well, actually."
I've got that Princess Leia in Star Wars. Aren't you a little short to be a stormtrooper?
Yeah, and then, well, actually, the average stormtrooper height is pretty much like I'd be that guy at the party, and nobody wants to be that guy at the party. Like, no.
It's true.
No. So
Although I can relate to that guy at the party.
Oh, well, I mean, I suppose we've all been that guy at the party, but we shouldn't be. You know, we should
We
be
shouldn't
cool.
be.
Yeah, we should.
Yeah, we should.
And so yeah, I can pull off the Viking look, but not necessarily there's Maul with his copy paste. The average male Viking would usually be
He's
between
translated this
5'7"
time.
and 5'9". Mao is 5'7". I'm 5'5". So
I'm 5'8". No, 5'6". Sorry, I'm 5'6".
so yeah. The thing is, since you guys have like that very unreasonable, very stupid system of measuring things, I
What
just love
metric?
I just love to imagine historically somebody taking off his boots and stuff like, let me measure this shit. Like, oh my god, the guy with the foot fetish again. But anyway, yeah, I can't pull off Viking. I'm a couple inches short for Vikings.
We could get you in some platform boots.
I'll be Disco Viking then.
70s Viking
Yeah, I'll be Disco
with an
Viking.
afro.
Why does it always go to
Sand-
hair, cat?
Sandrine said that. She shouted out with an afro.
Okay, so now I have to get a wig. Always goes to the wig, doesn't it? So Disco Viking. One time I was at the university, and it was one of those times that I had let my beard grow a little bit, and so it was a little bit longer than it is right now, and this guy this guy that I don't know who he was. I was in the cafeteria, and this guy comes up to me, and he was like, "Dude, you totally look like God of War." No. He was like, "Do you know who you look like?" I'm like, where's this going? Come on. Like, you totally look like God of War. And I'm like, oh, dude, thank you. That's very flattering. He's like, well, yeah, I mean, you're small, though, but still.
It's like a teeny tiny God of War.
A godlet. A godlet war. Yeah.
Speaking of God of War, I do intend to stream that. Because you all wanted me to do that.
Did you buy it?
I haven't bought it yet. I haven't started streaming yet. But when I start streaming, I am going to buy it. And I'm going to stream it.
Okay, so what will you be streaming now that we know now that you've disappointed us and told us it's not going to be porn?
Well,
I
no,
don't
it's
see
not
what
gonna
else
be
there
porn.
is to stream, but okay, let's give it a shot.
So I am going to be streaming Let's Plays, obviously, computer games.
Computer
But
games? Holy crap, how
computer
old are you,
games?
Cat? 70?
What are they called now? Video games?
Yeah, just computer game. I'm going to be streaming the Nintendos. Computer games. Electronic
What do you
entertainment.
call them now? Video games?
Pretty much.
All right, video games. I'm going to be streaming video games.
Mostly electronic entertainment. And
I'm also going to be doing live pen and paper RPGs, TTRPGs. So we're going to have groups of people playing proper RPGs.
I had that question before. So, are you still doing the game nights at Mongoose?
Yes, but we're probably not. It's like we've done them at Mongoose, but it looks as though that's going to be stopping soon.
Okay.
Because I'm building a games room, and once that's built, we'll probably end up moving the game nights to my games room.
Wait, you're not putting it where the sex dungeon is, right?
No, that's completely
no.
separate.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay. I just didn't want you to get rid of the sex dungeon.
No, I didn't want to get rid of that either.
Yeah, I mean,
it's kind of an integral part of the house.
Yeah,
I know, right?
Yeah,
what about the sex swing and all the.
You kind of ran out there.
Stuff.
Right? You ran out of steam there. You had it for a second.
Trying to think of stuff. I know, right? We were so close.
Sex stuff.
Dildos. No, we already said that one.
Boobs, butts, vaginas. That's where I keep all the vaginas. So okay, so the games room is not in the sex dungeon. Now the thing is inspiration breakdown, by the way, is Miss Phlox.
Hi, Miss Phlox.
So the thing is, what is it you want to? Do you want the games room or the sex dungeon? Because honestly, I think a sex dungeon would be easier to build than a game, or at least cheaper. I think a sex dungeon is.
I don't think it would be used as much.
Oh, that's sad.
We're gamers. And the thing is, gamers kind of, I mean, wouldn't a sex dungeon be categorized as games too?
Ah, okay, we went that way. Okay. Well, yes, but I would urge you to not combine those rooms. Like I would recommend against the combination of those rooms.
But you never know until you try.
I I I'm pretty sure that you might want to keep especially if you're going to be streaming. I would recommend, unless you want to be one of those photos that goes viral of the person that takes a photo of herself and there's a dildo in the background.
I don't think I'm going to be one of those people.
Ah, see, so keep the room separate.
But yes, what am I streaming? Let's get back on subject here.
So you're going to be streaming
TTRPGs.
Yes.
Actually going to get a bundle of people playing role plays live.
A
on
bundle
stream.
of people. Sounds like you're going to buy them. Like, yeah,
That's the thing is that I
you
already
just
have
buy them
loads
by
of
the
people
bundle.
who are The thing is I already have lots of friends who are really eager. Is that the right word? Yeah, they really want to take part in that. They want to play TTRPGs and they don't mind being streamed. So I've got my regular TTRPG group currently playing Traveller. I've got a bundle of people at Hutton that already said that they want to do it as well. And plus, didn't you say you wanted to?
Yes.
Wanted to do it as well. So, there's going to be loads.
Well, would
of that.
you be against the idea of maybe playing another game?
No, I have loads of TTRPGs. I've got Call of Cthulhu, I've got Paranoia, I've got Traveller, I've got Dungeons and Dragons, I'm looking at my books currently behind me. I've got Battletech, I've got Star Wars, I've got loads of TTRPGs, and we are not going to be concentrating on one.
I was asking because I've always been a dungeon master. So I was thinking, would you be against maybe being a player in a game?
Oh God, no! I love being a player.
Okay, because because I'm assuming you're going to be directing all these Traveller games.
Well, I mean, I am going to be doing Traveller, but that's not going to be the only one. I don't work for Mongoose anymore, so I don't have to preach Traveller all the time. I mean, it is my favorite. It is my favorite TTRPG, but it's not going to be the only TTRPG. Definitely not, because I like so many.
There's several games that I work for, so maybe I could include.
Do you want a GM?
But yeah. I was just thinking maybe one of the other games that I work for. Although I do still work for Traveller. I'm actually working for Traveller right now.
Yeah.
This is a Traveller image, not one of Sandrine's though. This is one of the New Girls.
Oh, so, the New Girls.
Yeah.
She replaced me.
Not in my heart. Only in my wallet.
But
only in my wallet, not in my heart. There's other games that I work for, like right now, for example, Schwalb Entertainment, Shadow of the Weird Wizard, or for example, I've also worked. We could do a Talisman.
I love Talisman.
Yeah, I've worked for Talisman. Like maybe something I would love to DM Shadowrun. I think that would be my choice. Shadowrun.
Okay.
Because I know you like the sci-fi, and I like the cyberpunk.
I do like the cyberpunk too.
Is my choice. Yes. Anyway,
but
so that's gonna start. Not what?
not only are we going to be playing these games live, but I'm also going to be reviewing them
Oh,
and the books as well,
okay. Okay,
separately
that's.
from the live streams of playing them. But
Can you
yeah,
do me a favor?
yeah,
When you review these books, and it doesn't even have to be a book with my art in it, but
yeah.
when you review these books, can you please talk a little bit more about the art? Like,
You know
oh,
me. I'm all for the art.
it's just that
You know me.
don't get me wrong. I love working for for
Now the thing
Traveler
is
and
so the thing is that even when I was working for Mongoose, I was preaching the art a lot. The truth of it is that Traveler players are not big on the art. They're more big on the
yeah,
numbers.
that's but the thing is, for example, I suppose because the reviewer is also a Traveler player, like the only Traveler reviewer that I've seen that talks about the art is that guy, um, that guy. I don't know his name. He has a somebody needs to tell him to improve his YouTube channel name because it's not very good. The channel name, it's like it's very unmemorable. The channel name of the guy that guy, the
That
guy with the
one
gray
guy.
hair. Yeah, the guy with the gray hair that
Oh,
does the.
page 121?
Yeah, it's not a very good name. But anyway,
No. No.
he's the only Traveler reviewer that I've seen that talks about the art. And even then, all he does is he looks at the art and he says, "Oh, that's a really good image," and he just moves on. And that's it. That's the
See,
most.
the thing is,
It's
I'll also be reviewing the books that I worked on.
oh
And I will be, you know, all those Easter eggs that we bunged in the books,
yes.
yeah, which we never told anybody about, but we know about.
Oh.
I'll be pointing them out as well, and the reasons why we put them in there. So
That's nice.
hopefully, people will appreciate the art of the books a bit more.
Is Mongoose okay with this, or do we not care?
Well, I'm reviewing. They don't have a
Oh,
say in
okay.
what I
So
review.
you don't need the
I'm
like
I'm reviewing books. I'm reviewing books I worked on. So I mean, they don't have a say in what I review.
yeah, no. I was curious about that, but so yeah, because like that's the only guy that has ever spoken about the art, and it's always like, oh, this is a really good image, and then he just moves on. I'm like, well, I mean, I mean, some love is better than no love at all, I guess. You know, and yeah, that is a very sad thing about Traveler, which is they yeah the Traveler audience could
Oh,
not care less
well, I mean,
about the
I
art.
care. When I was working on the books, I cared. You know
As
what
you
I
would
was like when
say,
when
as you would say, ah, blends.
yeah. I mean, you know what
But
I was like. I was meticulous. We were digging up like old images and old books to try and be as accurate as possible to, creating new, but trying
but
to fit in the old stuff as well. Do you remember how
but
much research we did on any?
yeah, but you know what's weird? It's and this is I'm like curious. I don't know if maybe it's because the wait, I got a package. Okay. Um, I wonder if you have any insight um about why the Traveler audience doesn't care so much about the art because
So,
in my
uh,
experience all the other like any other game, like for example right now the work I'm doing with Eldritch, I am never going to get rid of role-playing games that are difficult to put into a sentence. It happened with Mongoose Publishing. Every time I was going to say published by Mongoose Publishing, I always felt like an idiot. And now it works with Eldritch Works. Feel like an idiot. Anyway, whenever Eldritch Works posts something like with art,
I can
like
I can
like that
explain.
audience immediately explodes. They love it, but the Traveler audience doesn't. What is your
I
take on
can
that?
explain.
Okay.
So there is a very popular meme on Traveler, and it basically says Traveler doing math for fun.
But isn't that mostly
And
all role playing games?
Yeah, but with Traveler, it really is. It's it's designed for um
No.
Maximum
nerds.
mappage.
Like, yeah, it's like it's designed for people who like world building. It's designed for people who like numbers, engineers. It's designed for people who like designing things rather, you know, rather than just for people who like playing the game. So it's one of those things that if that's why Traveler has the following it has, because it is and it's also one of the reasons why it's not the most popular on the market. It's because it's not hugely visual. Mongoose is trying to make it more visual, but
Oh,
well,
I know. Believe me, I know.
it's like you're fighting it's like an uphill battle. You know, it's very
I
difficult because the current fan base is all about the numbers.
yeah.
So in order to be less about the numbers and more about the art, they actually need to change their fan base and introduce new people. But the problem is that to people who are very visual, it's not very interesting at the moment. Does that make sense?
Yes, yes. I don't really know what the solution is. Um,
Well, I mean, all the books that I worked on, do you remember how hard I pushed the art? But I was very limited. I was limited by how much I was allowed to spend on art.
yeah.
Um, I had a budget, basically. I had to be very careful about how much I could spend on art. And that is the problem because a lot of stuff needs art. It needs to be more visual, especially with books like Secrets of the Ancients, which had more art than most other books, you know, but it still could have used more. You know what I mean?
Yes, yes, of course. No,
Um,
I'm
and
totally with you on this. Sir?
that's part of the problem is limitations. You know, I wasn't allowed to spend that much on art. In fact, I was already spending more than I was allowed to spend on art, which is probably one of the things that attributed to my being, uh,
Sacked.
you know, well, I wasn't sacked. I was just not allowed to stay.
Okay,
You know what I
yeah.
mean?
Yeah, however you like saying it. But
Well, the thing is, I wasn't fired because the fired is a negative connotation. I wasn't fired. You know, they were perfectly within their rights to let me go. As
but
much as I'm annoyed by that.
but here's the thing. Okay, so the Traveler RPG audience is not very visually oriented,
No.
making the books not consider visuals a priority. The solution would be to put extra work into the art to make the art more of a
Well,
priority, but the audience
the
is
thing
not going to
is,
respond to it. So how do you like,
the thing
you know?
is that like what has been coming out of you know, this all the new stuff that's being created for Traveler is a lot more visual than the old stuff. I mean, Jesus, right. Hold on. For example, yeah, there is a book called. It's no longer in print. It's called 760 Patrons, second edition. Now, this is a 408-page book, and it doesn't have a single piece of art in it.
Okay.
That's the example. So, you know, all the new Traveller books have a mass load of art in comparison to the old Traveller books. They were even worse. You know?
So do you think this is on its way to be solved? Like, do you think that it's just going to take patience, or like where do you see
Um,
this going?
uh, I don't know. I haven't really given it much thought, and I probably won't give it much thought because I don't work for Mongoose anymore. It's not my job.
Oh no. I mean, I work for, well, I freelance for Mongoose, and even I, like, it's not my job either. But I like to think about it mostly because I just like to think about things.
Um, I I see. I love Traveller. I still love Traveller, even though I don't work for Mongoose. I've always loved Traveller. I played Traveller before I worked for Mongoose. I've been playing it for the past um, crikey, 20 years,
Crikey.
20 odd years. And it's one of those things that I never played Traveller the way a lot of other people play Traveller. I was never big on the numbers. I was more about the visuals, and I like to think that that comes across in the books that I worked on. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, of course.
But yeah, I mean, I hope that more people get into it, and I hope that it's more visual people get into it. And I will be, when I review anything Traveller, I'm going to be talking heavily about the art, because especially with the books that we worked on,
Oh, bless.
you know? Oh, bless.
Yeah, bless.
But I mean, I can't say I don't have any say in any of it anymore, so not much I can do
No,
about it.
I totally get it. It's and believe me, as an artist, it's definitely one of the things that comes up a lot when I talk to my students and stuff like that. And it's, as artists or as visual
I
people,
think
as we
the thing is, I
we
often felt as though when I was arguing a point for the artwork or art funding, I often felt that it was falling on deaf ears. So, I mean, even you know the situation. I'm not going to say it on air, but what the situation was happening
yeah.
just before
No,
I
but
left.
that's what I was gonna say. Like, as artists, one of the things that I try to teach my students very, very often is uh art is normally gonna be in the back seat. No, it's not just about the budget. It has to do also with, for example, when does the art get ordered, right?
So,
Normally, yeah, that's not really the case in role playing games. In role playing games, actually, they
so for Call of Cthulhu, a good example of doing art right. If you take a look at Call of Cthulhu, you have these two books. They were called the St. Peterson's Guide to um, the Dreamlands, Creatures of the Dreamlands, uh, and the Field Guide to Cthulhu Monsters. And now they were just creature books, yeah, and they were quite small and quite thin, but they were done excellently. They got really, really nice artwork done of each of the creatures, and they had a whole page for the image of the creature, and then another whole page for the text. And
yeah.
that's a good way to do a book,
Well,
especially a creature book.
you know what else Chaosium does very well, because
Yeah.
I've worked with them. I haven't sadly worked on the Cthulhu games. For Chaosium, I've worked on Seventh Sea. Their
Yes.
pirate themed card game. But Chaosium has something that they do that I love, which is it's inconvenient when it comes to portfolio, but Chaosium orders their art like easily a year in advance. Like, they plan that shit out. It is like I the work I've done for Chaosium, it is they, first of all, they order the images like 3 months in advance. Like, I remember the guy I was working with, super nice guy. He would go like, hey, we got these images, and let's say it was right now. like right now, June 14th. Be like, we got these images. It's like 3 images. They're for September. Can you do it? That would be like, yeah, sure, dude. I could do it. I could do it. Yeah, sure. And then like the book, it would still take a very, very long time to get, to get published and stuff like that. So that was a really, they really have a very interesting way of working and organizing their work over at Chaosium that I admire. I like it a lot. The way they do stuff there. And I mean, they got Cthulhu. What else can a man want other than some Cthulhu in their lives?
I do plan on playing a lot of Cthulhu in the coming
Oh, that's awesome.
years.
That's actually one
I
I
love
haven't played.
Cthulhu.
I'd be definitely wanting to get in some of that action because I've never actually played Cthulhu. Cthulhu.
It's a D1. It's a D100 system.
Yeah.
So it's like a percentile system.
Yeah. No.
So
which is the other one? D1 I played. I have played
so
a
the aim
D1.
is to roll low.
Yeah. No, I have played
rather
a
than
D1. I
high.
think it isn't Wars of Darkness also D100?
I don't know.
I think
don't know that one.
I haven't played Worlds of Darkness in a very long time, so I might be getting this wrong. I hope not, because I don't want to misinform. But I think Wars of Darkness was that, and I also played a game I didn't like it though, and a game called Nephilim. I don't even remember who published Nephilim. This was a very long time ago.
Nephilim.
Yeah. I've only even seen it like that one time. I've never seen anybody like. I never saw Nephilim again. But anyway, the here where I live in Medellin. The thing about these role playing games is that role playing games here kind of started to grow and get like big and known in the 90s, right? Of course there were role playing games here before them, but they started to kind of get popular here in the 90s through a bookstore in the capital, in Bogota, where I don't live. I don't live in the capital. And what happened was that they started popularizing, but there was a very, very limited supply, right? So you would get in these stores, you would get Dungeons and Dragons in the end. This is back in times of second edition Dungeons and Dragons, and then it quickly moved on to third, which is my favorite. Well, between that and second, but anyway, and all the other ones were basically photocopies. So my first copy, I still have it, by the way. My first copy of Shadowrun, for example, was this stack of photocopied paper this big. Like we would basically, it was, and it's not even a photocopy of the book. It's a photocopy of a photocopy. Like somebody had their photocopied version of Shadowrun, and they were kind enough to let me photocopy their photocopy. And that was kind of how we played any game that wasn't D&D. And even D&D, I have several photocopies of D&D as well. And so at the time, you were kind of, it was very piratey, but at the same time, you got to try some really weird games that I don't know how they would show up. So, I have several Worlds of Darkness books that are not just photocopied. For example, my first copy of Wraith the Oblivion from Worlds of Darkness is a photocopy, but it's oh shit, what is it that you call it in English? That like the whole book, like it's oh shit, encuadernado in Spanish. Help me out, Spanish speakers. And like it had the whole book binding. It's
a book.
Yeah, it's a book with hardcover and everything, but a photocopy. And it was especially easily with World of Darkness books because World of Darkness books were not colored. They were black and white. I don't know if they are colored now, but back then they were not even colored in those books. So it was actually binded. Okay. Thank you, Michael. So yeah, that was that way. I played World of Darkness, I played D&D, I played Shadowrun, but Call of Cthulhu, the one that got popular here first, was the card game. And so by the time Call of Cthulhu got a little bit more popular here, I it it was already easier to get these books, so now it wasn't that easy to get it photocopied, and well, there you go. But I've always wanted to play it, and I've always wanted to illustrate for it. Unfortunately, Chaosium has not yet offered me to work on Call of Cthulhu, but I've always wanted to work on it, and I'm fascinated by the fact that it seems to be the most popular RPG in Japan, which is just
The thing is
fascinating to me.
I think Cthulhu is worldwide popular. It is definitely up there. I mean, it's not gonna beat D&D because D&D has been.
But
going,
that's the thing.
you know,
In
it's-
Japan, it does beat D&D. So that's fascinating to me. That in Japan it does beat D&D. I don't know why. I'm not I'm not going to presume here to
Personally-
know anything.
Personally, I prefer Call of Cthulhu to D&D. I mean, don't get me wrong, D&D's cool, but it's not up there. There are a lot of other role plays that I prefer over D&D.
I'll go with to me Pathfinder. Pathfinder is the one I would like if I want that flavor, right? If I'm into that flavor of fantasy and sword and sorcery and stuff like that, I'll go with Pathfinder.
You also have things like Dragon Warriors, which is really cool.
There's so many like for any.
Oh
flavor,
yeah, there's loads. I mean, even Warhammer did their own TTRPG.
Oh yeah, sure.
Which is I think is currently being done by Cubicle 7.
Yes, they rejected me. Wait, did they reject me?
What?
I sent my portfolio to Cubicle 7. I never got an answer. Yeah, I never got an answer from them. Or did
I know the owner, so I know the owner, so I'll give him a
well,
poke.
Wait, let me wait, did I? Yes, I did send my portfolio to Cubicle 7. I've always had, I've always dreamt of doing Warhammer
It's probably because they're
illustrations.
full on artists. Probably because they're full on artists.
Yeah, but they don't have
They don't. No,
it's
they
like it's
don't.
like when you already ate and somebody comes and says, "Hey, do you want some dessert?" It's like, yeah, you already ate, but you haven't had dessert. It's the same thing with me.
You ate a salad, and then
Yeah.
someone puts a burger in front of you.
Exactly. I'm like the burger of art.
The burger of arts.
Yes, I am. I am an art burger.
Art
And no disrespect to the artists that work with Cubicle 7. I'm sure they're lovely. I mean, no, I know they're lovely. They make lovely art. But wouldn't you like a burger? Let's have us a burger. But yeah. I've always dreamt of illustrating for Warhammer.
I am gonna be right back.
Okay.
I will be right back.
So, in the meantime, while we get Cat back from, I assume, peeing, how is everybody? How's the week going? How's everybody doing? How is this Wednesday? What's everybody up to today? Working on textures. Are they fuzzy? Or fluffy? Or slimy? Or well, I can just keep on saying I can just keep on saying objectives. until I hit with one. You're working until it's sleep time. What are you up to, Nightcow? Oh, okay. So they are smooth and metallic. Okay, I think I need to save this with a new name. No, no. Okay, I guess I have to.
I'm back.
Welcome back.
Thank you. So yeah, I mean, it's going to be book reviews. It's going to be let's plays. It's going to be TTRPG plays. It's going to be it's all going to be gaming, basically.
Sorry, Night Cow. Hey, that's awesome. Congratulations. That is really cool. Congratulations. I'm very curious as to what it might be, but hey, gotta respect those NDAs. So do you know when, or is it more like it'll be, it'll happen when it happens?
Um.
Look
Well.
at this animal I invented, Cat. Is it not awesome?
Sorry. The what?
The
Is that a BWAP?
No, I no. What? No. This here is a
The
drawing.
guy on the is a drawing. Where's his
Yeah,
wings?
a drawing is a drawing in a cart. I actually thought of you when I put that drawing.
Oh,
It's
no wings though.
No, you told me that there were drawings without wings, so
There's not many. Normally they have vestigial wings, so it's like
I
short
could give him with
wings.
just a hump to, to show the
It's
vestigial
like
wings.
they have like tiny little. There's some of them have like stupidly tiny little wings.
Yeah, see, there we go. I gave him a hump. Now he has wings.
Ah, okay.
And also
I love
today,
that creature, that cart pulling creature. That is so cool.
I this one I made up.
Yeah, that is awesome.
By the way, I don't know if nah, you probably I don't
If
know.
you like, we can put together the stats for the creature, and then you can hand it in as a JTAS when they next do a JTAS. I'll write it up for you.
Oh, well, let's wait let's wait and see if we like it when it's done.
Okay.
If we don't hate it. But today I actually sent an image to a certain somebody you might know called Sandrine.
Yeah. Yeah, I do. I do
And
know her. She's cool.
you know her?
I do.
Oh.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, wow, that's
Sandrine, I know her. She's a very cool
okay.
person.
Oh, okay, cool. Anyway, today I sent her an image, and again, when I was designing the image, I thought of you, and I
Oh.
included a hiver in that image.
Oh, nice.
It's an image of a back alley deal. It's an image of a back alley.
Nice.
It's an image of a back alley deal. So the description I got was like, there's a back alley deal taking place. And so in the end we're not going to do the hiver. Sorry. The end of the story is not. Yeah, we're not going to do the hiver.
It's
but
not
anyway,
gonna happen.
No, I mean, you've told me that hivers are not exactly the most common thing.
No, I mean, we use them every opportunity we got because I know you like them.
Yeah, but
and you don't see them very often. They're
so
because they're very difficult to portray.
but that's not a problem. No, I just thought, hey, back alley deal, a hiver or a Vargear, and I'm happy.
We still got our
with it.
cover with the hiver.
Yeah.
On the Central Supply catalog.
Yeah, I like that cover.
It's very
I keep
cool
that
cover.
one in my portfolio. Keep that one in my portfolio. Yeah. So
we also got one in JTAS with the Tamara's Traveling Tavern.
Oh, I've done several hivers for you. We did several in
Yeah.
JFS. The nose reminds you of mystery snails. Kind of lost me there. What's a mystery snail? But yeah, this one I kind of made up. I think it'll be called
I love it. I
it's
think it's awesome.
it's a Mao. Wait, we already have a Mao.
We already have a Mao.
I'm just gonna
Well, I mean, we
populate the
have
entire.
we
I'm
have
gonna
we
populate the
have
galaxy with creatures named Mao.
we have a character named Mao. The creature's not called Mao. The creature's called a Preenyok, which we all
Yes.
decided on the name. Do you remember?
Yes, I remember. But I'm just gonna like I'm just gonna populate the universe with Mao. It's gonna be like, oh yeah, this is a burden Mao, a Mao of burden. Is this one?
Did you show Mao the published version? I did send you the PDF, didn't I?
Yes, but I normally don't show those to anybody because that's I just assumed that those PDFs were not to be shared.
Oh, right, because normally we take a look whenever we were doing a stream together on a piece of art. We always took
Oh,
a
we
look
did
at
do
whatever book
that.
had been
Yeah, of
completed.
course. Oh yeah, we do
Oh,
do that.
I'm surprised you didn't show Mao the actual published version of him.
But we did. We showed it on the stream. I thought you meant like
We
sent
didn't
that
because
sent him. Yeah, we did.
we didn't
didn't?
because I sent them to you literally as I left. Remember?
Oh. Oh, okay. Wait, then wait.
As
wait.
I left Mongoose.
I always have them at hand.
Is
I
Mao
keep them
still
in.
on the stream?
I don't know. I don't think so. He went to get orange juice, and I guess he drowned. Uh, I mean, it's the most logical assumption. But no, I always keep.
let's wait. Let's wait until he
Okay,
gets
yeah.
back then, because you know
Oh, okay, yeah.
it's his character, isn't it? It'd be a shame if
I
he
always
missed it.
keep my PDFs from Mongoose on a USB up my ass, so that I can carry them with me all times, and that way I can take them through security at the airport, and no questions.
Mm.
Yeah, that's important. I don't want people asking what's on that USB, and it's like, oh, some PDFs I worked on. Can I see them? Nobody wants to see ass PS. The ass USB. Like, what's up your ass? A USB? Do you want to see it? No. Is it sensitive information? Of course, it's nuclear codes. Yeah, you can just keep them.
it.
Just. Are you pointing the missiles at us? No. Good. Just.
I mean, actually all the books that I worked on are now out, and I think I sent you copies of them all before I left.
I do. Yes.
So, and do you remember what you did on the cover of Order of Prometheus that we didn't tell
course.
anybody about?
Yeah, of course.
Nobody's noticed.
Yeah. Every time
I
I
never
see
told
that
anybody.
cover, every time I see that cover, I giggle.
It's one of the things I'm going to point out when I review the books. You know?
I still hide like little insignificant things in
Well, then
every
maybe
time
when
I
I'm
can.
reviewing the books, you should jump in and we can talk about the art.
Well, I'd be more than happy to.
That could be fun.
You know me, I love hiding stuff in all my images, and it's just it's not that I get bored, but it just makes them more fun.
Yeah.
And
I
ones,
always found that looking for them very fun.
the ones I've done lately for Mongoose, the last one I did for Mongoose was I did Trailing Frontier.
Mm-hmm.
And actually, one of my favorite images is in that one. The Vargir traveling.
I haven't seen it yet. Oh, that looks cool.
Yeah, this is one of my. And it's filled with the instruments that we made for JTAS. Like here's the guitar, like those drums. But I also added a new one. I added that 3.
That horn.
Yeah, that horn and stuff like that.
That
But
looks so cool.
this guy is he's my spirit guide now. Yeah, so this is one of my
Oh my
favorites.
god, I wish I'd worked on that book.
Yeah, but
That's one of Sandrine's.
yes, yes, it is. Uh, Also, that one had this image, which is also one of my
Oh,
favorites.
Kukri.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
something I had not drawn a lot of. But one of the things this image has that not a lot of people notice is that the central Kukri is actually wearing pants.
Yes, he is.
He's wearing pants, yeah. Thus answering the the
Age-old
age-old question
question.
of
How would
how would a horse wear pants? Well, there you go. That's how they wear them.
That is so cool. I love it.
Yeah. The pants kukri, basically.
No, I don't get to see anything that not since I left. I don't know I haven't seen anything.
Yeah,
So
of
I
course. No, I remember you every time I add like an alien. I've added an Azorg to.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I added an Azorg to one of the last images I made for Sandrine. And
Oh
I
nice.
added an Amindi to that
I
same
love a
image.
Mindy.
In that image, there's an Azorg and an Amindi, and I thought, well,
The
that's
Amindi was one of my favorite pieces of art that you did for JTAS. I
I
love the Amindi. I mean, obviously my favorite is the crew, the triple brick,
yeah,
without a doubt. But the Amindi is very high up, very very high up there. I loved that image. It was so cool, so detailed, and it's brilliant. Love
but
it.
I just really like adding the different species that we worked on, like just
Yeah.
give it that little touch of variety and stuff like that.
Well,
I
yeah,
always
because I mean, Traveler was always very human orientated, and if you did see an alien, it was either a Vargir or an Aslan, you know.
yeah
But there is so many more species out there, and it is one of the reasons why we didn't have many pictures of a Hiver or Kukri or anything like that. You just didn't see them anywhere.
well
Which is
whenever I
one of the
think of
things that
that, sorry, go
well,
ahead.
it's one of the things I was trying to change while I was working on the books. More diversity, you know?
Well, whenever I think of that, I'm always reminded of Star Wars in the sense that in Star Wars, I've always enjoyed one of the things I've loved about Star Wars throughout the years is how a lot of the limitations that they had in the first movies, they tried to explain away with lore, right?
Yes.
So, for example,
And
you
see,
watch
that
like
in
so,
essence, sorry,
yeah. No,
I
it's
was going
like
to say that,
you watch the original trilogy, right? And there's very
yeah,
very very few aliens in them.
yes.
Like and the way they explained that away was, "Oh yeah, the emperor was racist." And in the end it kind of worked out because it just makes the emperor that much more of an asshole that the emperor hated all species that were not human and hated
Yeah.
droids. And that's why you don't
The,
see that many. And it's like,
the
well,
thing
okay,
is,
that's
do you know how earlier we were comparing Old Traveler to New Traveler?
yes.
It is exactly the same thing. Old Traveler, full of humans, you know,
Yeah.
and New Traveler, well, at least the Traveler I was working on, I tried to make everything much more diverse. The problem is that what Traveler fans expect is the data on each
Yeah.
alien. If you have an alien in a book, they want to know the numbers, the statistics. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So that they can use it in their game.
Well, that does make sense though. If you want to use it in the game, you need the numbers.
But it means that, but I mean, there's still so much in Traveller that just it hasn't been visualized. Do you know what I
Well,
mean?
but isn't it kind of like impossible? I mean,
I
considering the
wouldn't say
size
so.
and the amount of stuff that there is, like,
No, because I mean, part of what I was doing at Mongoose was trying to change that. Was
well, no, yeah,
trying
no,
to.
no, of course, and it's, but what I mean is, okay, maybe not impossible, but it is quite a monumental task
Mm.
to because I remember whenever we would speak about when I got introduced to Traveler, so it was okay. Um, here's humans, Vargirs, Aslans, and I remember because okay, I remember when I first got my first freelance job with Mongoose. I did the same thing I do with every single time I get a job from a larger role playing game company. Like when I get a job from Mongoose or when I get a job from Chaosium or anything like that, and it's that I go and I pirate the books that they already have. Now, because with a lot of you, let's go with the you people. A lot of you people, uh, you're like not aware of the lingo of the game
You
sometimes.
didn't. You didn't need to pirate all of Mongoose stuff. I would have given it to you
Well, I didn't know you back then.
because
You
it
were
helps
just
you make better art.
yes, but at the moment, I just it was me being tested, right? As you do when you're first starting to work with people, right? So I was, oh, okay, I'm being tested, and
Although,
so
although they didn't like the fact that I was giving you lots of info.
well, there you go.
No, I mean it wasn't because I was giving you info. It's because they thought it was unnecessary.
Well, yeah, I do
They
remember that in
they
which, yeah, yeah, but me,
they
I mean,
actually
you and
told me to
me.
stop sending. They actually told me to stop sending you so much details in your specs because
Um,
they wanted me to send you more pictures because I think that's how they view artists. I think they to see artists as only visual when I find that a mixture of visual and text is much more um it helps you visualize better, you know, when you have both.
well,
As much basically as
unfortunately,
much information as possible.
yeah. Well, unfortunately, by guided by what I see with my students and stuff like that, I can get like the idea of, well, he's an artist, send him images, they're not gonna read, because it is
Yeah.
true with most artists. Fortunately, like here in the chat room, we have some brilliant artists. We have Mao and we have Miss Flux. Miss Flux has, I mean, Mao. um
Yeah.
and Miss Flux is also a brilliant artist who can feel free to give us a link to where Kat can see her art if she
Yeah,
so
we'd love to
wishes to
see
do
it.
so. Um, but the way we like to do this stuff is, you know, research, read, and get all this information and that kind of stuff. And I'm a big believer that that's the right way to do it, right? So, but when I just get a new client, I normally don't want to be like bugging them with that kind of stuff. So a lot of times it's like, okay, um, we're gonna
But
we're gonna
see,
do this and this and this and this for your first image. So I just go pirate their books and check it out, right? Like check it out
but
to see
see, I
what they
mean,
mean and stuff like that, right?
I treated all my artists the same way I treated you. I would give them a lot of text information and image information so that they could choose to take what they wanted from any of it. And I found that I got much more accurate art to what I wanted by doing it that way.
Oh, I agree that that is the way, but I also think that artists that like to read are unfortunately not the standard. An artist that will like to read and do their research. Most artists that I've worked with as a teacher normally just want to get started with the art part, and well, that's not really the way it should be. But in any case, um, I think a lot of the research can just be taken care of, on your own. Like, okay, look, they, you know, they start to mention things like, okay, and you're gonna do this, and it's gonna have that, and this and that, and all that. And a lot of times, the people asking you for what you have to do kind of lose sight of the fact that, like, hey, I don't. In this case, for example, hey, I don't play Traveler, so I don't know what that is. So I pirate the books and I check it out, right, to see what the general feel of it is and all that kind of stuff.
See,
And
whenever I took on a new artist, the first thing I would send them is that document I made for you about all the
yeah,
aliens. Do you remember that
so
document?
yes, and that's actually what where this whole thing was coming from, which is, well, oh, okay. Although before I go there, there is another reason I pirate the books and check them out, because I want to see what I'm up against. Yeah, I like to look at the book and go like, oh wow, this is like incredible quality. Ooh, intimidating, or like, oh my god, these guys should be so happy I'm here. Um, but anyway, um, uh, I remember checking out these this book, right? And Miss Fox, you still owe us a link.
They might have put it up already, but we just we can't
Oh,
see it.
did that happen,
Like
Miss
what I
Fox?
did.
Did you post the link and it didn't show up? So I remember looking and it was like
Yeah.
humans.
It looks like
Okay, wait. Let me see if I can.
it looks like no one's allowed to post links but you. Which is fair enough.
No.
It's a security feature.
Well, my moderators can post. Okay, no, wait. What link were you trying to post, Miss Fox? Send it to me and I'll post it. Send it to me and I'll post it. So I remember looking at that and being like, okay, so there's human, there's Vargir, there's Aslan, that looks like cat people. And
Mhm.
I think at the time that was it.
No, there was
Uh,
Droin, there was Hivers, there was Kukri. I put all the main races in there.
and I think that's it. Droin, Hybers, Kukri, Vargir, Aslan, humans.
Yeah, all three species are humans. Well, not all. I mean, three of the species are humans. Because
Uh,
the thing is, you get things like the Geonese and the Darians, and they're just humans, but one's have pointed ears and the other is a dwarf. So you don't really need, because they
well,
are
no,
fantasy. They're already
but
very visualize, easy to visualize. If I say an elf, you know exactly what a Darian looks like. If I say a dwarf, you know exactly what a Geonese looks like.
Night Cow, no, you have not shown your new portfolio. No, but my point is that every time you would like say like, oh, okay, we're gonna do this race, I would be like, wait, there's more. And so every time you
Oh
would show up
wow,
with another race, I was like, wait, what? So that's how I discovered Uplifted. Like, I remember
that
when you sorry.
Sybil the Sadari, that is a beautiful image.
Ah, you're checking out Miss
Nice.
Flox's.
I am, yeah.
Told you she was good.
That's very cool.
Um,
Prop texturing, beautiful. I'm guessing they play World of Warcraft.
Like a chili.
I don't know.
What is that
But
image?
like, yeah, I remember like, okay, we're gonna have like some dolphins and orcas. I'm like, what the fuck? There's eventually I just kind of
Um,
learned to not be surprised by it anymore. Like, okay. There's there's just a lot of stuff in Traveler that I just haven't seen yet. Oh right, I gave him big floppy ears. I forgot about them. He has big floppy ears. That was one of my favorite details. You still there, Cat? Hello? Oh, I think we lost Cat.
Yep. Sorry, I was.
Oh, okay.
No, I'm here.
Okay.
Sorry, I was just having a discussion with Sandrine.
Oh, okay. Okay. Yeah.
So what is this image you're working on at the moment?
Uh, it's a frontier town.
Yeah.
And this is a carriage, a wheeled carriage or something, being drawn by
Yeah.
a large beast of burden, going in front
Uh-huh.
of a couple of vehicles.
What book
In
is
a-
it for?
Do I know? No, I
Did they
don't
not
think
tell
I'm.
you the book anymore?
No, I don't think they tell me. No, they don't tell me the book anymore. No. But
Uh,
maybe in the email, but it's not like, um,
who's it for? Sandrine?
no, this is for Abby.
Abby?
Yeah, yeah. The thing is, all three of you, Sandrine, and Abby, have it's very, very funny. But I already knew this from working with other clients. It's very, very amusing how different specs are, depending on who you're working with. So
Mm.
so Abby has a very specific way of sending specs. Sandrine has her own way of sending specs. Um, and you have a very unique way of sending your specs. It's but it happens with every single client. Every single client I have has like their own way of requesting stuff.
Yeah.
Um, so it's amusing. It's never it's it's always like when I'm working with somebody new, it's always a matter of, ooh, I wonder what they're gonna I wonder how they're gonna order stuff.
Mm.
But this one, I don't remember if if Abby ever told me what this book is called. Uh, it might be Traveler Companion is this one.
Ah.
Yeah, this one's Traveler Companion. I don't know if that means anything to you. Like,
Yeah, I know what that book is.
oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I meant. Like that. I don't know if you.
They're currently in the process of redoing all the books, so to the format that I created for the Traveler Core rulebook. So
Oh,
now, if I look at any Traveler book, I would have had an influence in how they look.
oh,
It's based on my work,
well,
mine and Sandrine's work on the core.
So Miss Fox says that that piece in particular that you liked is for a game called Champions Ascension, and that's the piece that got her the job. So yeah, there you go. Yeah, she works 3D and 2D.
Nice.
Yeah, she's
Very pretty.
But yeah, so this one is a frontier town,
Mm-hmm.
and but the main focus is you got the two vehicles here, and so when they ordered this kind of drawn vehicle, they weren't like they described what kind of animal they wanted, kind of like a buffalo or something like that. But I thought
Yeah.
buffalo and Trev, no, that's lame. Let's do something like buffalo.
Yeah. I was the only person who actually, besides the owner, obviously, who actually knew Traveler intimately.
Ooh. That sounded like you had sex with Traveler.
I know it did, right?
Yeah. Just pointing it out. Just pointing it out. Yeah, that book
um,
and me, we had some good times.
um, I know Traveller very well because I've been playing it for 20 years. Nobody else at the office besides the owner um, has the knowledge of Traveller like I do. So yeah, you're gonna get that a lot. I'm sure.
Oh, well, normally when I would do it with you as well. When I add something, like for example, even when I add a race that already exists, like today, when I added a Hiver to an image, I report it. Like I say, like, hey, I put a Hiver in the image, and because I don't
Oh
want
yeah,
to.
like I pointed out that the drawing would have to have wings today.
Yeah, stuff like that. Like I pointed out, but not even so much because of stuff like that, but mostly because, like, okay, what if there shouldn't be that creature here? Like oh, we don't want to.
Oh yeah, I
We
would
don't.
always fact check.
Yeah. No, what
Sorry,
I
one
mean, like for
second though.
example, I like okay, look, I added an Azorg and an Amindi, so I pointed out because like, hey, what if we don't want to overdo that or something like that?
Yeah.
I do
But
understand the
I
whole
would always make
concept of
sure that I would always make sure that it was possible, you know?
yeah, exactly. So
I mean, I remember there was a few times I'd say, you're right, we can't have that species there, we can't have that species there. Um, I think there was a couple of times we did that, but 9 times out of 10 we could allow it.
yeah, there's some that I know that just like yeah, that's not gonna show up a lot. I know, for example, like yeah, don't put Kakri everywhere. Kakri don't get along with anybody. Like don't
Yeah.
so I've learned throughout the
Sorry,
years like
I'll be
sorry.
right back.
Oh, okay. Okay, how are we doing? Oh no, we're doing fine. So, how is everybody's afternoon ending? What's everybody working on? Or are you just taking a break? I know Pew is playing Horizon because I can see her. How's that final mission going, Pew? No? Hard? Are you still wearing the headphones or did you have to focus? And Pew is finishing up Horizon Forbidden West. But the thing is that um since we moved the PlayStation around the house because it's how we stream HBO and all those things. So sometimes we move the PlayStation to the TV room, sometimes it's at her desk and stuff like that. And so the final mission on Horizon Forbidden West is a mission that involves I don't know, it's like a several hour mission and you can't save in it. So the first time Pew played the final mission in Horizon Forbidden West, she was under leveled. So she reached the final boss. It didn't go well, and she decided, well, you know what? I'm gonna go and level up throughout the world. And in that, we kind of discovered like, oh wow, there was so much stuff in the game that she hadn't done yet. So she went around the world and leveled up and leveled up and leveled up until basically there was nothing left for her to do. She didn't 100% the game, but she basically did play it until it kind of felt that there was nothing left to do. But ever since then, I kind of lost count of how many times she's started the final mission, but since it takes so long to complete, it always gets interrupted by something, and then we put the PlayStation in rest mode, but the power goes out, or we forget and we disconnect it. I did that once. That was me. Um, which I bet she's hating me for right now. Uh, but eventually it kind of became like homework. okay, you gotta finish that mission, because Pew is one of those people that only plays one game at a time, which I think is better than the way I play games, because I play all the games at the same time and I never finish any of them. So in order for Pew to advance to the next game, she has to finish that one. I won! And she won. But wait, is that boss's final form? You don't know. You don't know. So as I was talking about it, she won.
I'm back. Sorry about that.
No, don't worry. We all got to poop. So, actually, I was talking about video games. Kat, what have you been playing?
I have been playing a game called put me on the spot. Path of Titans.
Path of Titans. Okay,
Yes.
It sounds familiar, but I don't know. What is this Path of Titans?
It is a survival game.
Oh, then I
And
definitely
it's
don't know about this
dinosaurs.
one. Survival
Dinosaurs.
game with dinosaurs.
Yes, you are a dinosaur, and you get put
Wait,
on the map.
you're a dinosaur.
And everyone
like
else.
in the game, you're a dinosaur.
Yeah.
Okay.
You're a dinosaur, and you get to choose what kind of dinosaur you want to be out of loads. There's like a massive selection. There's like
Which one
2
did you choose?
dozen. I picked a Pachycephalosaurus, which is a herbivore, and it has like a bony skull, and they're a bit like rhinos.
Kat, do you remember how many
headbutt things.
toes a droid has?
3.
Okay. So I'm good.
Maybe. I can check.
Thanks, Kat. Okay, no, I'll have to check.
Hold on, I can check. I've got my books here. Let me see. What was drawing? Aliens of Charged Space? No.
Aliens of Charted Space 2.
Let me have a look. 3. With
3,
a
okay.
backwards facing toe, so technically 4.
Yeah, but we don't see that one in this image, so it doesn't really matter.
Yeah.
Just wanted to make sure
I
I
was
was
right the
getting
first
this one.
time.
Yes, you
I was
were.
right the first time.
Have to learn to believe in yourself, Kat.
I know, right?
Yeah.
So yeah, I mean, recently I've been playing Path of Titans.
But wait a second. Wait a second.
And,
Okay. If this is a game with dinosaurs in it, and
yes.
you are okay playing it, it means that this game that makes
accuracy.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
Because,
Even down to the diet. Even down to the diet, because you can get like herbivores, but certain herbivores can also eat nuts and berries and fruits. Other herbivores tend to eat roots and pine cones, and so there's even different diets. You get insectivores,
wow.
you get piscivores, you get carnivores, you get herbivores, you get scavengers, you get so it's actually pretty good, and and they tend to stay true to little details as well, even
So it's
down to
kind of-
what they think the colorations of the dinosaurs might be. I mean, you get other colorations too, like melanistic or albino, variations of skin color, but they're pretty accurate, pretty good.
Wow. So kind of like Jurassic Park.
No, Jurassic Park is not accurate. Jurassic Park is an abomination.
Nah. Yeah, Jurassic Park
And it
is
shouldn't
possible.
even be called Jurassic Park. It should be called Cretaceous Park because then all of the dinosaurs they feature in Jurassic Park actually came from the Cretaceous era and not the Jurassic era.
Tell us
I can
about
see you giggling to
velociraptors.
yourself. Velociraptors
Tell-
are about the size of a bloody chicken,
Oh, that's awesome.
and they were feathered.
I was actually watching a video the other day about it's like a traveling dinosaur expo that they do in US and Canada, and they call it Jurassic World, and the whole time I was here thinking they should call it Cretaceous World so that cat can go. So yeah, I mean, hey,
I can't help it. I studied paleontology.
I know it's not
I
your
can't.
fault.
I can't. Yeah, I can't help pointing out the inaccuracies. But this game that I'm playing is actually pretty good. And it is based in the Cretaceous era, clearly.
Oh.
Because the dinosaurs includes like Eoceratops, Tyrannosaurus Rex. You can be T-Rex. They don't have Velociraptors, but they do have Deinonychus, which was a raptor-like dinosaur.
Is
With
the reason
claws.
they don't have velociraptors because the velociraptors are not from the same era?
No, I just think it's they've picked.
Or just because nobody wants to play up chicken?
Well, I mean, Deinonychus is like a chicken. It's really small. It's the smallest dinosaur you can be, and it's it's an insectivore, but it does have little claws like a velociraptor, and it is about the same size, maybe a little bit bigger.
Okay, so this is like a game for dino nerds. I'm not
Yeah,
saying
I
that
guess
as a
it could
bad thing,
be.
by the way.
No, I
Because
mean,
the
I
level
guess
of
it could be. I mean,
accuracy that you're mentioning sounds like it's definitely a game
it's
for.
pretty good. You know, they're staying true to the species, and it's quite detailed. And also, each species of dinosaurs has their own like abilities, and when you like they have it's like a leveling system where you gain XP, and but instead of leveling up, you age. So you go from hatchling to juvenile to adolescent to sub-adult to adult. You
Okay,
know,
so do
and
you
as you grow. Sorry.
do you know or do you remember what Farmville was?
No, don't know what that is.
Okay, what about oh shit, the one where you're that game where basically your job is to build a farm.
Well, like
Stardew
Stardew
Valley.
Valley or something like.
Yes, yes.
Yeah,
Is there a game like that but with dinosaurs?
I don't know. Dinosaurs really didn't build farms.
No, but I mean where you can build farms and have dinosaurs in them.
You mean something like
Jurassic Park.
what was it called? Not Jurassic Park. What was it called? Evo. Is it Evo?
I do remember Evo, but that was Evo?
Wait a
Farms
minute,
with
hold on.
dinos in them?
No, let me find it. I've got it in my library. Um,
You know, a lot of Evo
Ark.
was actually made. Sorry, Ark.
Ark.
Yes,
Survival.
Ark.
Survival Evolved.
Yes,
Sorry,
Ark.
Evo
A
was
lot of
a
that game was
sci-fi game,
actually
wasn't it?
a lot of that game was actually made here in Colombia.
Yeah.
Yeah, they outsourced a lot of the game. A lot of that game is outsourced, and part of it, very big chunks of it were outsourced here in Colombia.
Oh, Mao's back. We can show him the Mao.
Yes, Mao is back.
We can show him the official Mao, as was published.
I have it here already. Let me make sure I saved. Cat made me realize, Mao, that I haven't actually shown the JTAS books where the Mao would be. So,
It's issue 12.
Here's the ebooks folder. JTAS 12. Here we go. Opening it up.
It'll be right at the beginning.
Congratulations, Pew. Pew just finished Horizon Forbidden West.
Oh, nice.
Okay, so this is JTAS 12. Okay, here we go. JTAS 12. Now let's go.
Awesome cover.
Oh, right there, smack at the beginning. The Prinyuk.
Yeah.
Right there.
Yep. Straight away.
The crew of the Triple Brick. With Mao. There's Mao.
Yep.
Kiriani.
Do not remove panel.
I remember the detail of this card. I was so happy about the detail on that card.
Yeah, it was really cool. I love the detail in the coat as well, the jacket.
Yeah. This one. I really like this one. The Triple Brick.
Yeah.
Nat class.
Oh, it's a shame she's not here to see this.
We could show it again when she comes back. Oh, I still love that arm. One of my best arms. One of my best arms.
Best crew in the galaxy, Mao. Best crew in the galaxy.
Ezri and Mao. And Mao.
I saved Mao for last. There he is, in his vent, making his nest.
The Triple Brick. One of the dirtiest ships I've ever made.
I know, I love it.
It's like, yeah, I really like that idea of the Caprisaps.
Oh wow, yeah.
Caprisaps. Oh, so this one has the Caprisaps battle. Well, this wasn't me, but it's very nice.
Which one's that? Oh right, yeah. Milo Van Ulrich.
Nice ship. Oh yeah, the hybrid. Oh yeah, another instance of hybrids. Oh, I remember these.
Driver chest.
Oh, these were so boring. I remember these. No, okay. This dress, okay, the middle dress in this one was not boring, but these other dresses was like, oh my god, it was so boring.
It's because we had to do them on mannequins.
Oh
Because
no,
it was all about the clothes.
I love telling my students all that. Oh, this one is very different. This one is very, very different.
That was one of Sandrine's artists that did that.
The ship itself has a little bit of a kind of Mobius vibe.
Well, they're not ships. They're actually like dirigibles, airships.
Oh, okay. One of the this one. Well, one of the things I tell my students all the time is like, look, I have a job that involves illustrating a lot of fun stuff, and even then, every now and then I have to illustrate something I don't like just a suit or something like that. This one, I loved doing this one because this one was I learned how to make like sci-fi cities. Oh shit! I forgot the. Like I learned how
It was
to
inside
generate.
a cylinder, wasn't it?
Yes, I learned how to generate sci-fi cities in Blender. So that city that you see in the background, that is actually a highly detailed, fully 3D sci-fi city. Like I actually made the cylinder of the city. And that is a fully 3D, highly detailed city that's just in the distance. I just kind of generated that. It's procedurally generated. I still use them for when I need sci-fi backgrounds for mongoose. So I still use those, but that was the image where I learned how to do it, and it was so much fun. And ships. Oh, I remember this guy. I love this guy. I love this guy. He is the car. I love car. I love that illustration. And so that means that here's the battle between them. I love this one too. They're naked. That's not why I love
Can
it.
you see that your artwork features heavily in this book?
Yes, I have noticed. Ah, here's the Empress Marava. I didn't make this one though, but later on I did model the Empress Marava, and I have a full Empress Marava modeled. This is one of my one of the smaller, simpler illustrations that is still one of my favorites. I like this one a lot.
0G.
Yeah, I remember this guy. This wasn't me, by the way. I like to point out when it wasn't me because I don't want anybody thinking that I drew something.
Although a good 90% of that book is you.
Oh yes, but that doesn't mean that it's not sometimes not me. As weird as that sounds. I want to do something more interesting.
I mean, if it wasn't apparent who my favorite artist is, I'm pretty sure if you look at any of the books we'd worked on, it's very apparent.
I thought you loved all your children equally.
I love all of the artists that I worked with on Mongoose, but you were my favorite. I freely admit that. I've always said that, and I stand by that. You are still my favorite artist.
I like to think that you would tell it to the other artists. Like just in the most
I never said it
way.
to the other artists. Yeah, I never said it to the other artists, but I'm sure if they ever watched your stream, because they were all great artists and they were so much fun to work with. You know, all of them were great, but everyone has a favorite. You know,
I actually ended up
despite what
I ended
despite
up
what people
to one
say.
of them.
Yeah, which one?
I've spoken several times with Mark. He did all the art for.
Mark wasn't one of my artists.
No, but I mean, he was a mongoose artist.
He was Cassie's artist.
Yeah, I was asked to recommend an artist in another company, and it seemed like a very good fit for Mark, so I recommended him, and we we continued talking from there. He's a really nice guy.
Yeah, he's a great guy.
Yeah,
he does some nice ships.
He's a very dedicated artist.
He does great weapons as well.
Oh, he's very good at sci-fi and stuff.
It's for Mark. I always used him for hard art because he seemed to excel at that. What we call hard art is anything that's like a non-organic.
Yeah.
You know, so machines and vehicles and ships and objects.
And he is. He's brilliant at it.
Hmm.
Yeah, hard surface, says Miss Flux. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, that differentiation in 3D also. But yeah, he's a really great guy. Very, very dedicated to his art and all that kind of stuff. He also lives there where you guys live and all that.
Yeah, he's UK based.
I didn't know that. Okay, look, there's a little level problem here.
Did I tell you I managed to get another fossil, an Ursa paw? Did I tell you that?
What is that? Wait, Ursa, a bear? A bear?
Yeah, an Ice Age cave bear.
Wait. I believe I believe you did tell it was it a finger? Wait, like a no.
No, it's a whole paw.
Oh, then no, I do not.
Yeah, it's the whole paw
Wow.
of an Ursa.
Wow, that's must be very big.
Yes.
So
Yeah. It's pretty
so
cool.
so you said you are playing that dinosaur game. And what else?
Yeah. I recently purchased a game called. Hold on, I'll try and find it. Above Snakes.
Above snakes.
Above Snakes, yes.
Okay. What's that one
And
about?
it's an indie game, and it's basically uh, it's like a create your own world, but it's Wild West inspired. So it's like a world building
Okay.
game where it's inspired by the Wild West. But you can craft and hunt and build your base and explore and build the world as you go. Um, and you're like a Native American, and you're trying to um, replenish the land. And there's also like this mystical stuff going on, fantasy.
I
Um,
love how you say fantasy crap.
yeah, it's like you speak to your ancestors and they guide you, and they're trying to stop this like building the railroads and stuff like that, and helping your
Oh.
people and
Where do you get these
and
games that I'd never heard of? Like what do you like
well, I
you,
like a lot of indie games,
no, me
you know,
too, but still.
but this one popped up on my Steam. Do you know how you get your queue,
Yeah,
daily
yeah.
queue, and it tells you what games that it thinks you'll like, judging by what games you've played?
Yeah, yeah.
So this popped up on my Steam list,
I've
and it wasn't
yeah.
out yet when it popped up, so it
Uh,
was like coming out in a month or something. So I wish listed it, and when it came out, I just grabbed it because you know they do the initial sales when a game first gets released. You get like
yeah. A discount and stuff.
a s- a discount and stuff. Yeah, so I grabbed it when it got released, and it's all right, but I did complete it in about, well, my playtime is 21.9 hours. Um, and that's with like, because the first playthrough is like just figuring out the mechanics of the game and how to do everything, and then you start a proper playthrough, you know?
I
So,
unfortunately have not really had time to play at all. Um,
but that's like 21 hours and what, since middle of May.
well, since I don't have time to play, I haven't been paying a lot of attention to like what's new on Steam or anything like that. Um, so what I've been doing is I've been trying out um old arcade games through emulation.
Oh, nice. Well, like
So
Pac-Man and things like that.
no, not that old. Not that old. More like more like 90s. So stuff like Marvel versus Capcom, but the first ones, or X-Men Children of the Atom, or the arcade version of Killer Instinct, and
Oh yeah.
but it's like it's fun to just kind of check out and go like, oh, that was so cool, memories, nostalgia, blah blah blah, and then you just shut it down and continue working. And that's it. I like there's a lot of fighting games that I like from that era because, well, I think we've spoken about before that I love fighting games, but I'm very, very bad at them.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, there's a
I remember
reason. It's
playing Soul
because,
Calibur a lot.
Well, that's when I fell in love with fighting games. Like not specifically Soul Calibur, but the era when fighting games were just, here's your character, learn the moves, go fight, right?
Yeah.
Old school Mortal Kombat, old school
Street
Street
Fighter.
Fighter, stuff like that. But
Yeah.
like now, you have to like take a course to play these games, and I know this is making me sound like super old. Like it's yeah, this is probably making me sound as old as possible, but like I recently got on a very 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 cheap sale, Mortal Kombat 11, and
Crikey, they've got 11 now.
oh, actually a new one is coming out in September.
Oh Jesus.
It's called Mortal Kombat 1.
I remember playing Mortal Kombat when it was just Mortal Kombat.
Oh yeah, yeah. No,
And I wasn't I was always into Street Fighter more than Mortal Kombat.
oh, I was always more a Mortal Kombat kind of guy. But actually, the new one is called Mortal Kombat 1 because
Okay.
they're kind of like rebooting it. So this is like
Right.
they're starting over. And but so because of that, Mortal Kombat 11 cost me like $4 or $5 the complete thing. And the thing is, well, first of all, these fighting games, that the way they come out now, they don't come out complete. But like you get like the base fighters and the rest you have to buy separately, which I do not like.
Mhm.
I do
Yeah.
not like that shit. Um,
I
but
don't like that either.
mostly learning how to play them is like, okay, so you go into the tutorial and it's like, okay, here's how you move forward. Great. Here's how you move back. Okay, punch, kick. Here's a move. Here's a special move. Here's a special move for that. Up to that point, it's like, great, let's go play. Ah, no. Ah, no, 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 no. Okay, okay. So, if somebody tries to grab you in this way, then you have to break it that way. And if somebody tries to do this combo, then you go into the high stance and you block it low, and then you do that. And it's like, oh my God. That now it becomes like this super complex thing. So, okay, and then you have to build up your meter, and when your meter builds up, you can do a super block, but only if he's attacking high. And it's like, oh my God, what just happened to
Do you,
like, hey,
do you remember when when we were kids and we played like Street Fighter and we had
Yeah.
our uncle come into the room while we were on the PlayStation and they would say, "Can I have a go?" And they'd literally mash buttons. That is you now.
well, I actually didn't have uncles that were that cool. Um, but no, I was a Mortal Kombat guy. I like Mortal Kombat a lot more than Street Fighter. Although the new Street Fighter looks amazing. Street Fighter 6 is where they're at. So it
Crikey,
looks
they brought out 6.
it looks so good. But the thing is, I loved these games when it was just like, okay, here's the moves, you learn the moves, you go and you fight. The end. The end. What else is there? And not all this super complex techniques and stuff like that. No, you just go, you learn the moves, you fight, the end. So I kind of enjoy a lot like these emulators, the very very old school arcade games, where it was just that.
Yeah.
It was just, yeah, you learn the moves, you go, you fight, the end. And since these are old arcade pixel graphics, they age very well. Well, they're not like old 3D, which aged very very poorly.
Yeah.
It is very very fun though to see games like Killer Instinct back in its arcade days, that we used to think it looked amazing, and now I look at Killer Instinct and I'm like, oh my God, what was I thinking? Like this looks really bad, but I like it. I like that kind of nostalgia and stuff like that. It's a lot of fun. So yeah, that's pretty much all the gaming I've managed to get over the past month or so.
That's because you're a hard worker.
Well, we gotta work hard.
Hmm.
Art doesn't just paint itself. Well, actually, it does now.
Oh yeah, because of the AI.
Yeah, I can't say art doesn't just paint itself. Oh, wait, actually, it does.
You know they got AI writers as well, so
Yeah, yeah. It's I hate it. I hate everything. I hate it all so much, but yes, I just realized I can't do the art doesn't just. Oh, Mao, you're into the King of Fighters? I love the King of Fighters. My favorite my favorite fighting games were Last Blade and Samurai Showdown, but after that was King of Fighters. And from the 3D era, I loved Tekken and Soul Calibur. And yeah, I can't
Tekken
say
was
art
cool.
doesn't just paint
Soul
itself anymore
Calibur was
because it
cool.
does. Oh yeah, Soul Calibur was so much fun. And I remember I got Soul Calibur, I think 6 or 5, a couple of
I
years
think the
ago.
last one I played, the last one I played was 5, and that's the one that had Darth Vader and Yoda in it.
Yes, yes. So I think I got the one after that. And again, it was like, well, I already have a degree. I don't want to study Soul Calibur. So I think I'm out. So yeah. But seen any good movies lately? No, we've been watching Game of Thrones. And I think we have so much to say about Game of Thrones. Really? Oh
Are
my
you
god.
new? Is it? Are you still new to Game of Thrones?
Well, when I watched Game of Thrones the first time, I watched only the first 3 seasons, and then I watched the end. And it's funny watching it now, having seen it that way, because I remember who is alive at the end.
Mm.
And you'd think that would be a huge spoiler for me, right? Like that I would, that I kind of ruined the whole experience since now I know who lives and who dies. But not really, because first of all, there's so many people in that series that it's impossible for them all to have been in the last episode. So there's a
Yeah.
lot of people in it that I'm like, well, I don't know what's going to happen to you. Like, I don't even know who you were. So I don't know. But then knowing, like, seeing a character like, I don't know, like Tyrion. Tyrion's my favorite character from the whole series. So
My favorite too.
watching Tyrion, and I know he survives. I know he's alive at the end. By the way, spoilers. But but I know Tyrion is alive at the end. And then I see him get in these situations that I'm like, well, I know he lives, but how the fuck is he gonna get out of this one? Like, and that has made it very enjoyable for me. Like the whole it's made it even more enjoyable, I think, because now I know that he survives, but now I'm very intrigued about how he's gonna make it out of this one, and how is he gonna make it out of that one. And there are several times that, even though I know because I saw the last episode, I know he survives. I'm like, oh, there's no way he's getting out of this one. And there you go. Same thing happened with Jon Snow. Like, okay, I saw the last episode. I know Jon Snow survives. So I kind of at the beginning didn't really have any feelings of danger for Jon Snow. I was like, Jon Snow's gonna survive. I know he lives. I've seen him. And then he dies. I'm like, wait, what? Wait a minute. I saw the final episode. He doesn't die. What's going on here? So it's been a lot of fun. It's been a lot of fun. It's actually made me it's fascinated me a little bit because of how much people hate the ending. Right? Like how much people hate the way it ended. Because people really, really hate the way that series ended, right? Um but watching it now, I'm kind of having trouble understanding where all that hate comes from. Because everybody hated the fact that at the end of the series, Daenerys goes and kills everybody, right? Yeah, like I mean, you've seen this, right?
Oh yeah, yeah,
Okay,
yeah.
and everybody seems to have hated that, and I remember everybody saying that it was so out of character and all that kind of stuff, and well, I saw it. I saw the last episode, and I was like, well, everybody says that this is very out of character for Daenerys, and well, I watched it, and okay, and the thing is, watching it now, I'm just thinking to myself, no, it's not out of character. Daenerys has killed bunches of people. Like, she will kill anybody that doesn't go with her, to the point that she has to be stopped throughout the series. Like, it is not out of character for her to just to go and murder everybody in King's Landing. That was very much, sure, it's kind of like against what what she seems to have intended throughout the series, but it did not seem that weird. Like, now, watching it now, I think that people just kind of really let themselves be influenced a lot by knowing that it wasn't written
Well, the
by.
actual series was written before the books were written.
Yeah, no, and that's exactly what I was saying. That, like, I think people just let themselves be influenced too much by the knowledge that wasn't getting written by George R. R. Martin.
Yeah.
And I think people just kind of judged it too harshly because they knew that George R. R. Martin hadn't written it, so they were kind of ready to just not like it, whatever happened. To a guy like me, that I tried reading Game of Thrones once and didn't like it, so I'm not like attached to the books. It's like, I'm perfectly fine. Okay, I don't care.
See, I've watched Game of Thrones in its entirety 3 times now, and I can never remember all the details.
Oh, it's impossible. It's impossible. Pew is watching it with me, and she has already seen it, and and I'll be like, wait, who's that? Because we're working, right? So we're not like 100% focused. So somebody will show up, and I'll be like, wait, Pew, who's that? And she'll be like, I don't know. Didn't you watch this already? Like, yeah, but it's so big. Who knows? Who knows who that is? Or so yeah, it's no, I've enjoyed it a lot. It's a very, very fun experience. There are some things that I know about the end because I saw the end that I do say, like, well, that's kind of lame, that I still think are kind of lame. I think the way they defeat the White Walkers was kind of lame. I didn't think that's really the best. I No, that's about it. That's all I really kind of that's all that really bugs me. There are other things that bug me, but just, it's kind of like, well, I
Have
would have
you
done it
watched
different.
Rick and Morty yet?
I've seen the first 4 seasons.
Because they've just got a new season out now,
That would be what, 6?
which I bin 6th season, which I binge watched,
Is
like
it still good?
2 nights ago. I like Rick and Morty.
I know Mal loves it. Oh, there he goes. He says that the 5th season
Yeah.
is his favorite so far.
It's very cool.
Yeah,
It's an acquired taste, though. I know a lot of people just straight up don't like it. But I love it.
I think by conversations I've had, I'm not gonna say that everybody that doesn't like Rick and Morty, this is the situation, because, who am I to presume to know why somebody doesn't like something, right? But from a lot of conversations I've had, about Rick and Morty, and with people that don't like it, it very, very frequently ends up to being that they don't like that Rick is such an asshole. And I get it, but it's also
that's
like
what
you're
makes
missing
Rick
the
Rick.
point, right? Like
Yeah.
if you don't like that Rick is such an asshole, you're kind of missing the point of the whole series. Like it's so a lot of times when I've had conversations about Rick and Morty, it's like, no, I just, I don't like that he's such an asshole. It's like, well, that's
Yeah, but the thing is, he's not really an asshole. He's just aware of the futility of of it all.
Oh no, and I love Rick. Rick is like a
I can
um
relate to Rick.
yeah. Like Rick is kind of like a soulmate to me. It's kind of like Doctor House.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, characters that I'm like, oh, yes, he speaks to my soul. Doctor House, Rick
Yep.
Sanchez,
Yep.
um, Professor Snape.
Hmm.
Pew keeps insisting that I'm gonna that one day I'm gonna go into my classroom like Snape. Um,
You should
I'm
do the
just
whole wig and
and the cape.
and
Go
the
into my
cape.
classroom. There will be no silly wand waving or yeah. Pew insists that I'm gonna do that one day. Um, but yeah, like if you have a problem with Rick Sanchez, it's like, well, that's kind of the whole point of the series. Um,
Mm.
oh, I like the way this is looking. This is looking pretty nice. Frontier town.
Mm. Looks awesome.
But it is 6. It is time. Uh it is time. So, Kat, it was so nice to have you again.
I s- Every
Um
every time is so much fun.
I don't know. Who knows?
I've missed
Maybe
this.
maybe if you're available next Wednesday, we can
Yeah.
uh but okay, let's do the whole goodbye thing. So before we do, Kat,
Yes.
are you should we promote your stream yet or not yet?
Not yet. Not
Okay,
yet.
not yet.
I'm gonna be learning how to do the Hutton Radio show first. Although feel free if you want to sign up to the Twitch channel, because the more the merrier. And once it does go up, it means that you'll know when, you know.
Okay, link in the
But
chat room. I put it there. Okay.
oh,
Wait, did I
lovely.
put it there?
Thank you.
Yes, there it is. Yes, there it is.
Um, but yeah, I mean, it's gonna be a few months yet because I'm gonna be doing Hutton first. I'm gonna be doing the radio show first,
Yes.
basically to kind of learn the ropes. And it's gonna be like if I can do Hutton radio, then I am definitely gonna be able to do my own Twitch stream sort of thing,
Yeah, I can see that. It's kind of like a practice thing, kind of finding your streaming feet. Something like that.
Yeah, yeah.
Imagine I said
Um,
something smart.
But I mean, once it's going to be a few months, and once I've started doing that, and I'm comfortable, and I know everything that I need to know, then um I'm gonna concentrate on my own channel.
That
Actually,
is,
I was gonna ask you some stuff, but I can do that after this stream.
of course. Well, then, that's going to be it from us today. I will be back on Friday afternoon at 3 p.m. And I think I'm getting the impression that I've actually been saying 2 p.m. like every single stream when it's actually at 3. But we're talking about the world here, so who cares? It's 3, it's 2
For
p.m.
me,
somewhere.
for me, it's like 9 p.m.
So
and
that means that
you
for
end at
you right
midnight.
now it is midnight.
Yeah.
Have you been going to bed earlier now that or is your schedule no, okay.
I have actually. It has been like instead of like 3-4 a.m. It's been like 1-2 a.m. So a little earlier.
Yes. A whole hour. That's
Sometimes
yes.
2.
Oh my. Well, I see.
It makes a difference
see.
though because I end up waking up at like 5 a.m. If I go to sleep early, if I
Yeah.
go to sleep at like midnight, I end up waking up at 5-6 a.m. in the morning, and I'm sitting there like a ninny.
Sitting there like a ninny. Crikey.
Because it's so damn early and nobody's awake yet.
Do you need people to be awake?
Well, no, it's just,
Have you been poking Sandrine to see if like you're just sitting there in bed and suddenly boink. Like,
No, she would not like me poking her at that time of the morning.
well, I don't know. I mean, I can't really criticize you because I go to bed at 10 and I wake up at 3, so it's not like I'm sleeping a
Ah.
lot more than you. So,
Yeah, see, Mal knows. This is why I need a cat.
oh, believe me, we sleep with 3 cats, and around 3 a.m., Golem decides to go and pinch our butts. That's what he does. He does it a lot more to Pew Pew though, but admittedly, she has a way better butt than me. So, so he's got good taste. He's selective. But yeah, Golem will go
Connoisseur.
and yes, he's a butt connoisseur, and he goes and he
Yeah.
pinches our butts. Sometimes he pinches our faces though. But they are actually great company to sleep. But a dog is also great company to sleep.
That's true.
I mean, both animals are great company to sleep.
Well, I've had both in the past. I've had like 3 cats growing up with my mum, and then 1 dog. So I've had them before. I've had the pets before. It's just I haven't in a while.
When you said dog, you sounded like you increased your Britishness.
Really?
Yeah. You said dog in a very interesting way. Almost sounded like Doug, but
Doug.
yeah.
Dog.
Yeah. But well, okay. So yes, Friday at 3, I'll be back. Until then. Oh, that didn't work. Okay, you have been watching the Ministry of Abnormality YouTube live broadcast. I've been your host, Abnormal. Today with me, I don't know why I'm pointing in that direction as if Kat was sitting next to me. She's sitting next to me in spirit.
In spirit, yeah.
Yes, in spirit. But yes, with me, Lady Cat of Cattington,
Yes.
as she defined. I'll see if I can drag her back in next Wednesday. But
That would be
until
cool, wouldn't it?
next Friday, I guess. Okay, well, Kat, say goodbye.
Bye.
I'm just imagining you like. So good hunting, stay naughty, and goodbye. And oh, okay. So it's past midnight
This is
for
why.
you.
This
What?
is it's definitely past midnight. This is why you need a stream deck, because you could just like press a button and then everything shuts down and does a little, oh, abnormal was here sort of thing.
But the interesting thing with you saying that, Kat, is that I actually did press a button.
Well, I mean like a physical button.
Well, the mouse is physical.
Well, I guess it's not the same.
No, I know it's not the same, but I was just pointing out that it's not the lack of buttons. I mean, a keyboard technically is just an array of buttons.
But it's not the same.
No. I would also have a stream deck. If I also was running an international mafia organization like you do.
Yeah,
no,
meant to keep that hush hush.
Oh yeah, well, I mean, I was going to tell you though that one thing you need to keep in mind when sleeping with animals is that animals. Oh yeah, one thing you want to keep in mind when sleeping with animals is that animals do fart.
Yes, apparently vigorously.
Vigorously. Oh, they fart energetically.
Yeah.
They fart with gusto.
With gusto.